Look, it might just be me and my gigantic fat ass, but I am so excited to dive into our hottest food takes today submitted by all of you guys. I know we got some real stuff to get through before we get into that, but I cannot wait to go to war over some food takes.
Hasn't watched a lick of basketball all year. Gets on the show and is like, you know what?
Let's talk food.
I haven't watched a game of basketball. Actually, I'll look it up while you guys continue with the show.
Yeah.
It's been at least 3 months.
Has a league pass, by the way. This guy could just
I don't.
just watch it.
December 14th.
Okay. It's 2 months ago, yeah.
Like,
it's a really long time. It's time to get back.
I made that face, but like also when there's a 6-hour time difference, I still don't get it. I'm staying up.
Wow.
I'm watching Wizards versus Celtics at 7 p.m.
You're saying that. I hear you. You're saying it. The game starts at 1:30.
Yeah, it's a late night.
Dude,
you gotta really, really have some serious change on Hornets versus like Hawks.
Dude,
to stay up.
Low-key, I would totally stay up to watch the Hornets. I think they're so much fun. But it was half satire. And I didn't do a great delivery. So we'll just put that in the past.
Cool. So, Alex, I think we got to address the elephant in the room. Last week, you really got on George's case for eating during the show, and now you're doing the same. Do you have an apology for him?
Not eating on the show. I was eating before the show started. Sorry that that's such a big deal. It's fine. I wasn't getting on George's case at all. I wasn't really all that upset about
it. What were you eeating?
I still have it. I'm not going to eat it on the show. I have an acai bowl here. It does not look good over the camera, but it's a solid meal. It's a solid meal on the meal plan here at Ithaca College. They do try to spice it up in certain places, and sometimes you just got to use a swipe on an acai bowl, take it back to the crib, and eat it before we start recording. So, George, I am sorry about my comment on the last Instagram post. Where
I want to take my chance.
I would rather you
now.
eat than let it melt during the show.
No, it's fine. It's gonna go.
No. Put it. Eat it. Eat it. No, I'd like to take this chance to apologize to anyone who is offended. Anyone who doesn't like the sound of chewing. The shrimp and vegetables and rice, it was delicious, but I should have refrained and had the self-control to wait till after the recording. Me and my team, we've thought long and hard about this, and I will never consume another piece of food on this show ever again.
Thanks. That means a lot.
I know.
That was worth a full public statement.
Yeah, that was worth 2 minutes of us recording 30 seconds of us recording.
All right, so let's
before we go. It took Jack 3 minutes to start the program talking about food. Say something about not watching basketball and then switch it back to food, by the way. It only took
I'm not 3
kidding.
minutes. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. This is going to be one of my favorite segments we've ever done. Alex, what's your favorite segment we've ever done on the show? While we're here. We had some good ones.
Favorite segment.
I got a couple. I got two that I'm thinking of.
Okay. I love the ins and outs. The first ins and outs that we did was probably one of my favorites. And then the March Madness one's always fun too, but like those aren't necessarily
like filling out the whole bracket. Yeah, that one's always great. My number one favorite is our masculine urges. I think we'll bring that back. That was
fantastic
a really great
one.
series.
Yeah, that one's great.
We gotta bring drafts back. I have so much fun drafting shit.
Yeah,
we'll text in the group chat a draft right now. By the end of the episode, we'll have a full one ready. My second favorite one that I have ever done is the guys who have been suspended for domestic violations in the NFL draft.
That's a big draft pool
that we started our NFL preview with.
We also didn't say what the draft was of until after we were done drafting. So it was just like, I'll take Tyreek Hill.
I think if you go listen to our NFL preview episode, it opens and I'm like, all right, Mike Vick 1-1.
Yeah, but we are gonna talk
O.J. Simpson.
about basketball today. Before we get into some of the more fun stuff, we'll have a good segment for that. But look, it's important that we stick to the script here and talk about the NBA because things are happening in the NBA despite the fact that no one really seems to care. NBA viewership is obviously down. I think that that's partially because of the streaming service aspect of it. And not a ton has changed since the last time that George and I were on here talking about basketball, but we're just going to give Jack a little bit of insight as to what's going on so that the European mind can comprehend, the Eastern and the Western Conference this year.
Hey, I am not the European agenda.
I also think that we should briefly mention that the Winter Olympics happened.
Oh, yeah.
It's never really something that I'm super locked in on, to be
Same.
100% honest. And I think it's because it takes place during the winter. I know Mr. Europe is going to have some thoughts on that. But like, I think that the Summer Olympics and the World Cup are both like super big because I'm like, oh, I have all this free time. Let me just put on the Olympics for 8 hours at a time.
Yeah.
I can't do that with the Winter Olympics, and it just doesn't work for me. So, Jack, I know you watch more curling than the average American person. So I would love.
No. I watched one full curling match from start to finish.
Okay.
I've always loved the Winter Olympics. My favorite Olympic event when I was growing up was watching Shaun White do the half pipe on snowboard.
Yeah.
Okay.
I used to love watching that event. And I actually think that the Winter Olympics as a whole is more digestible for you to just like sit down, throw something on and enjoy it. There's like 2 events that I really don't care about. And they have to do with cross-country skiing, if we're just being honest. Everything else I can put on and have a perfectly good time watching. But like if you give me like springboard gymnastics, I'm going to throw it on and be like, this is something feels like weird about watching this.
I completely agree with actually both of your. I have no relatability to any of these winter events, but then also I don't really care to watch springboard gymnastics. So hockey plus for Winter Olympics, everything else, and then Summer Olympics has everything that you'd want to watch and you can put on for 8 hours.
No, I don't agree with that. I think summer has better peaks.
Yeah.
Summer has better peaks, but there's so many mid-summer Olympics events that you forget until you start watching.
I mean, the
vast amount of elite Summer Olympic events, though, the 100, the 200, the 400, the relays, that's just the running.
Track is great.
Track is elite.
But that's 5 events.
You have to take your track with your Olympic breakdancing, though, is the same thing.
Breakdancing. You got breakdancing. You got synchronized swimming. You got synchronized swimming. You got steeplechase. It's like an 8-mile race. No one's watching that. No one's watching the marathon. You've got 10,000 gymnastics events that no one's going to watch, but they're going to be on the whole time.
I wouldn't agree with that. I think people watch gymnastics.
Dude, I don't care about tennis. Soccer in the Olympics.
U23 plus 3 over 23-year-old players, and like it's a battle.
That just doesn't make sense, though.
No, because you have to deal with the World Cup and all that.
Yeah, exactly. It's World Cup.
No, you get to see all the guys, dude. Watching Mbappe play in the Olympics was low-key so sick.
Yeah, I don't disagree with that. I also love tennis, by the way. I would watch tennis for the Olympics. It is a major tournament for that. I agree though that
the Summer Olympics has swimming events. That's peak.
Water polo is sick.
Yes. Yes. Michael Phelps.
Oh, our greatest take of all time. Olympic handball is elite.
Yeah, I think I could.
We did a whole episode about handball.
Yeah. I gotta agree though. I think that I'm a Summer Olympics guy just through and through. Just is what it is for me. I also think I'm a Summer Olympics guy because like there are more sports in the Summer Olympics where it's like, yeah, America's gonna dominate this one. We lost to Norway in the medal count. I don't know how that's possible, right?
But Norway, if you take away their cross country skiing medals, they're like
what I'm saying.
Nice.
That's exactly what I'm saying.
They win all the
they're like
no one wants. I'm not even gonna lie. I was watching this year's Olympics and they were like United States with their highest medal count ever, and I was like, what? I thought we dominated.
I have no idea.
But think about no one remembers all the elite Winter Olympic sports until they start watching it. Ski jumping, luge and bobsled are awesome. Every single downhill skiing event rocks. Big air, snowboard, and skiing. Freestyle skiing and snowboarding. They are all so elite, every single one. Figure skating is balls. I've never watched that in my life.
What?
You're just
Long
hating
speed
on
skating.
stuff.
Long speed skating is bad. Short track speed skating is WWE on ice. It's awesome. Everyone crashes.
See, I've never watched any of those events though. And this might be the time difference thing, but or just like I never as a kid, like there's no interest in Texas of watching the Winter Olympics, but like I have no relatability to any of that and frankly no care about any of that. As sick as it is. I have
Yeah.
way more relatability and care to Summer Olympics. And that's not to say
That's fair. That's fair.
yeah, yeah.
Just
Winter
watch, like,
Olympics are just cool.
Indoor cycling is such a low sport.
Yeah. All I'm gonna say though is
I'm
just
not
like
arguing with that.
George, watch. I'm actually defending the Winter Olympics more than I was expecting to, but like watch one bobsled accident and just like you'll be.
Is that the one where
you know
they're
what I
like
mean?
where
Like
they're going down like the tunnel?
yeah,
And
yeah,
it's,
yeah,
Yeah.
Okay, that is sick. I always
They're
see the
flying.
yeah. They're
Yeah.
they're going
Dude, they get up
85
to, like-
miles an hour
yeah.
in
Dude,
it.
skeleton's awesome. They're on their face. Their face first going down at 120 kilometers an hour. Are you kidding? That's awesome.
I mean,
I
yeah,
thought they banned that.
ski jump. If you mess up, you die. Like there there
Lindsey
isn't like
Vonn.
a sport like that in the Summer Olympics to the same extent. I don't think.
There's no dangerous
Yeah.
Summer Olympic sports. Every single one in the Winter Olympics is massively dangerous. They were going to have to amputate Lindsey Vonn's leg,
Yeah.
and then she
But
got
at least-
surgery.
At least Cristiano Ronaldo tweeted like, "Yo, champions, they fall, but they also rise again," and tagged her. So
Prayers for
you know
power.
when she's recovering, yeah, shit,
good for Cristiano.
yeah,
Yeah, no, but I think you're right though. I think that the Summer Olympics soccer in particular gets overshadowed by the World Cup, and it should because the World Cup is
Yeah.
fucking awesome. I love the
Rocks.
World
Yeah.
Cup, and it's going to be great this year, and I'm going to watch every single game. But I decided that I think we need to shout out the Winter Olympics before we go on without mentioning it.
I think it'd be good to
USA
each say like who your Olympian is, Olympian of the year.
Oh, I'm
George
gonna go
doesn't
with the.
have one of those.
I know I have one.
Okay.
I have the. I don't remember. I think it's figure skating. Is that the one where you do the dance and you do the jumps and things?
Yeah.
I keep seeing her all over my social media, and shout out for her saying after she won the gold medal, that's
No.
what we're fucking talking about.
She did not win the gold medal.
No, Alyssa Liu won the
No.
golden.
No. That was from after
fact check that.
the Olympics.
Fact
After
check
the
that.
Olympics, they do like a ceremony before the closing ceremony where they all go around and skate. And
She won the
did
gold
her-
medal. I just looked it up.
Yeah, but that clip's not from that.
No, it's like
From a
after she
it's
finished
from a
her
different
set.
thing.
It's from a
Oh.
different. She won
It's
the
from a
gold medal.
different-
That clip's
She
not
won the
from
gold
that
medal.
though.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
they do like this. They do. This is stupid. I will say. Like I'm not proud that I know this, and you're right. This is stupid. They have this thing before the closing ceremony where they pretty much give every figure skater that bombed during their routine a chance to go out and try again. It's like a whole ceremony.
Oh,
Like
that's
just
what she
for,
was
that's
just
like
just
like
for fun?
redemption
Yeah, just
Yeah.
like before the
before.
It's interesting.
closing ceremony.
It's interesting.
Um,
All right.
that's-
So
But no,
Yeah.
that's a good pick. That is a good pick for Olympian of the year.
do you have an Olympian of the year, Jack?
I'm gonna let you go first. I got a couple. I know you got like maybe two.
Yeah, like I don't know. Who is the I don't have one. Like I just,
Throw a guess out there. Throw a guess as to anyone.
Jack Hughes scored a goal, right? Didn't he win the medal? Yeah. Good. All right. We'll shout him out. Sure.
We're looking for Snoop Dogg. That guy loves the Olympics.
Our Snoop. Okay.
Oh, you guys really haven't watched anything. have you?
No.
Snoop Dogg spends okay. Snoop Dogg spends
dude,
the entire 2 weeks going to every single event dressed in like full USA stuff. He's like the USA ambassador for the Winter Olympics.
Al, I don't know about you. I have not seen it on at a single establishment here.
Yeah, it's not really.
It's actually
it
kinda
doesn't get
crazy.
around as much as you would expect. But it's also during the day more so than like an
Yeah,
at night sport, I guess.
And
Especially it was
we're-
in Paris, right? It was in Milan. It was in Milan. Yeah.
Milan.
Yeah. So, all right, Jack, round us out. You clearly have the most Olympic knowledge, and I would love to know who you have as your.
I'm
Olympian.
giving mine to Michaela Schifrin. She's the GOAT. She's incredible at skiing.
Okay.
So,
Okay, we should also. I want to shout out the the women's hockey player who also scored to win the
Oh
goal.
my
I don't
god, that
remember
goal
the
was
name
so
either, but that
nasty. I
thing
was
was
watching
sick.
that. That goal was so sick.
So maybe it's me. I'm regretting not watching as much Olympics as I probably should have. They also went through about 10,000 condoms in the Olympic Villa. I don't know if anyone
Oh
heard
yeah,
that,
that's all. No, every single Olympics, all they do is smash. Like,
which is pretty sick. And now let's talk about NBA basketball. So, George, I want to start with you just before we go into our full NBA segment. And I know that you probably watch the most basketball out of anyone in this chat right now. I probably watch the second most. Jack, regrettably, hasn't watched as much as he would like to. We're going to fix that, though, because March Madness is coming up, and we're going to be super stoked and excited about that. And I want to ask you about Duke, Michigan a little bit later.
Mhm.
oh
But
yeah,
as a Mavericks fan, like, I know that this season hasn't necessarily gone to plan. Cooper Flag is in the running for Rookie of the Year. Him and Con Knipp will keep going back and forth, right? So I know that, like, it's hard to differentiate the fandom from, like, watching the NBA just as a
Mhm.
whole perspective. But when you get into these types of realms, like where your team isn't succeeding, you kind of start to pick a second team. Like when we were really bad at football for the past 6 years, like, who were the teams that we were excited to watch play? I liked watching the Bengals because they always had really high powered offense, right? Like, or
we
whatever
were
it
a
is.
year early on the Detroit Lions.
Correct.
Yeah.
We were big fans of the Lions. That so
They were like 1-7, and then they finished like 8 and like 8-9 or 9-8.
yeah,
That
they
Lions,
went
yeah.
500 or a game above 500 the year before they won the NFC
Yeah.
North
North?
NFC North.
Yeah.
But as a guy who is a fan of a 12 seed Mavericks team,
shitter of a team.
who are you excited to watch in the NBA? Like, what team, like, when you see them on League Pass, you're like, oh, I'm going to throw this game on, because, like, there are so many good teams in the NBA and there are so many bad ones, to be fair. But, like, I can't imagine that you are having a ton of fun watching Mavericks basketball. And I know that you love watching basketball. So I'm wondering what that team is to get you that fix.
So the fixer for the fix recently in the NBA, I'll give you like 3 teams and then I'll narrow it down to one because I'm having
Sure.
trouble of thinking of one. I hate that I'm doing this, but the Celtics have been so much fun to watch. The Celtics, like, I don't think people realize how good this team is and how much better they're set up now for when Tatum comes back. Because Tatum comes back, he's your roamer, he's your do everything guy. He's going to be in that secondary offensive role to 2 JBs, more like 2 what's up. Don't know what I was doing there, but what's up, dude?
I have a frozen Jack Burn and a live Jack Burn on my screen right now.
Oh, he's still frozen over there?
Yeah.
It's gone now.
Dude, wait,
Go
this
on,
is also
Liz.
just
Keep going.
okay. And he can play. I think Jason Tatum could play second fiddle offensively better than Jaylen Brown. Right now, Peyton Pritchard's like the most fun player in the NBA to me to watch. I think he is explosive. He's so much fun. If he was on a different team with more volume, he could average 25 and 8. He's averaging 18 and 5 very efficiently with like incredible lengths to his difficult shot making. And then there's just a ton of high fun energy guys. The Hornets, super fun to watch when LaMelo, Brandon Miller, and Con Knipp play. They are 24 and 16. Like, this is like, they're slowly coming back. They're the hottest basketball team since January 1st, with the best offensive rating in the NBA since January 1st. They rebound efficiently. They win the possession game. They take great shots. And LaMelo, his shooting averages are way down, but the way he slings that rock around, woo, gets a white boy fired up.
Wait, are we talking about the Hornets right now? I'm sorry. Can you inform me on what I missed when I froze out?
So
I'm giving George.
We came back and George is like hot, whatever, like freestyle rapping right now about basketball. You gotta slow down for a minute. What are we talking about?
George is giving me his top 3 teams to watch instead of the Mavericks this year.
Oh, great. Yeah. All right. Sorry to interrupt. That's a great segment. Yeah.
I will say, I will watch the Mavs over anyone when Coop is playing. He's just missed like 8 games in a row, like 5 games in a row. It's just been the Najee Marshall show. I'll shout out a team out west.
Dude, that's like a Jordan Walsh effect kind of quote right there. Tune in to Valley Sports tonight to watch the Najee Marshall show.
That's good, though. I do have a question, though, before you go on about the Celtics.
Yeah.
Have we ever seen Jason Tatum put up the type of production that Jaylen Brown has put up? Or is it time to admit that potentially he's the first option on the Celtics team, even when they're all healthy?
I think
Can I go
this
first
is
here?
Yeah. Please.
This is the only one that I'm actually somewhat knowledgeable about. Um, I think that that has to do with context. If you add context, Jason Tatum's never had to be the number one guy by himself, but even
Mhm.
with a number two and a number three option, he averaged over 30 points on amazing efficiencies 2 seasons in a row. Like, I think that you definitely kind of honestly expect this output from Jason Tatum, but I think that it's the unexpectedness from Jaylen Brown that's taking everyone by surprise, including myself, which is why um, there it has become a legitimate conversation. But I think rather than discredit one players and try and divide the two apart as Boston media always tries to do, you
Yep.
can just appreciate that now Jaylen Brown is proving that he can be that number one option as well. So moving forward, they become a more versatile team even than they
Mhm.
were before.
Yeah.
I
Is that a
I
positive?
completely agree with that. That could not have been better said. That's
Okay.
exactly what the
Thank you.
situation is. I mean, Jaylen Brown's difficult shot making, if you look at statistically, was unbelievable to start the season. He's taking the dip because, frankly, they need Tatum out there to be this level of a team. But everyone else, their bar is raising. Derek White might be the smartest player in the NBA who is not having the ball in his hands all the time.
Mhm.
His elite decision making for the amount of time he does dictate the offense. And then you throw Peyton Pritchard in, and then you throw JB's play finishing in. The way Tatum comes in is he's the link between his all. He is the guy who's going to go out there and get you 20. I think perfect world. JB stays in his role that he has right now. You throw Jason Tatum in to the Derek White role, and you throw Derek White back to his normal role.
Mhm.
We've seen Tatum is an
But why would
elite
you do that?
because Derek, I think you get the most out of JB and Tatum together when JB is the play finisher, is the one or two dribbles, not dribbling out the shot clock kind of guy that he's been this season, versus if you want to maximize what they have with Tatum and JB on the floor, Tatum does the little things arguably better than anyone. He's the most all around player in the NBA, and that's what makes him so elite. Whether it's the offensive rebounding, whether it's the connective playmaking, whether it's the fact his turnovers are low, I think he's a better off ball player than Jaylen Brown. And frankly,
Okay.
I think he's better with the ball in his hands in terms of creating general offense outside of just himself.
I would
Mhm.
agree.
I
Yeah, I would agree with that for
I
sure.
think I think it's going to be even more interesting when he comes back because he's coming back. The Celtics are too damn good for him not to
Yep.
come back.
Agreed.
Yep.
Like y'all have a legitimate chance to win an NBA championship with Jason Tatum.
But Alex, I
Am
like
I?
your question. Is it a positive or
Yeah,
negative thing? To me,
Yeah.
it's kind of both. I think that you could either have a super optimistic outlook, which is the traditional route that I'm going to take, or I'm going to give you the pessimistic outlook because I know you've got a take coming about it.
Mhm.
Um, and I think there is a bit of both. George, I think that in your head, you're thinking that you're going to get pre Achilles tear Jason Tatum back. I mean, he
Yeah.
just came off of an like the most serious basketball injury, and we're rushing him back 3 months ahead of schedule in order to get a playoff push in. So, like, while he certainly could come back into that role. What I think that he'll
I
do is, I mean, they have a winning formula right now in Boston.
Mhm.
They just picked up a big man who's reliable, and that was the last piece that they needed.
Yep.
So now I think when JT comes back, he is just, at least until the end of the season, and then they have a new conversation going into next year, a complementary piece to Jaylen Brown. I
Yeah.
think he comes back in. I think he averages no more than 20 points a game for the rest of
that
the season.
that's
I
why I
think
was
that he
saying
I think that he rebounds okay, probably not as well as he did before,
Mhm.
but I think the piece that you're right about is his playmaking. And you're right about that. I mean, if you watch him, he is actually a pretty exceptional passer. And I think that's the kind of stuff that they're going to rely on him to do rather than be the guy to go out there and score.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, that's. I'm sorry to cut you off,
No,
Alex.
go.
I just want to correct myself. That's why
Mhm.
I was saying playing second fiddle to him. Like, and I think long term, like to JB. And when I say that like I'm saying second fiddle not in terms of the amount of the ball, amount of time the ball's in his hands, but in terms of scoring and shots. Like in terms of who's going to shoot the most shots, I still think it should be JB.
Mhm.
JT's just like I said, and you agreed with, is going to be the connector. I understand that he's not going to be the same level of athlete that he was before, and that the rebounding and that value won't be the same. but it's going to be pretty damn good to a team that
It is.
already has a good defense.
Correct.
Like having Kata as your anchor and then Tatum's your roamer, Tatum's your do-around guy, even if he's 80%. I mean, that's how it is. I mean,
Yeah.
it's
I
not.
think you would say Vooch, no, as the anchor.
I mean, I think Vooch might play less in the playoffs or more strategically, only because Vooch's lack of Vooch is a great defensive rebounder and he's like a fine rim protector, but Kata's exceptional, dude. Like,
Mhm.
Kata is like what everyone thinks Daniel Gafford is, like
Okay.
to a T. I'm not trying to glaze the Celtics here, and this is weird coming from a guy who lost to y'all so badly in the NBA Finals,
Yeah.
not even 2 years ago. But y'all are, I mean, okay, I'm just gonna say y'all are my favorite team to watch in the NBA. Shout out the Cavs, they're doing great. Shout out the Hornets, they're doing great. Shout out the Spurs, they're probably second of my most favorite
Good
to
man.
watch.
Yeah, I
But,
love
mean,
the Spurs.
dude,
Al, what do you
shout
think?
out Joe Mazzulla, my coach of the year. Shout out already.
Wow.
This is it.
Wow.
This is
He's going back to the Shanahan thing where he picks
Yeah.
a team of all injured guys and he's just like, oh, they're pretty good again. They're pretty good again. Give
Y'all
him
This
were
guy,
credit.
expected
this
to
guy
be a
barked
7
at a
or 8
reporter
seed.
one
I think
time.
you're right.
Coach of the year.
I think you're right. I think you're right. He watches
Alex,
the
what do you
tenants
think?
6 times a week.
Alex, what do you think? Will this be a positive or negative for the Celtics moving
Yeah,
forward?
I
Not
think
only
it's
to the end of this season, but also entering next season.
I think it's a fantastic question. I think that the answer stems from two things in my brain that I look at and I'm like, I can see these as negatives. The first thing that's very unlikely is that Jaylen Brown somehow wins the MVP. And the way
Yeah.
that would happen is by players who don't play 65 games not getting to the NBA awards. I think Shea's already over the bubble. Jokic is really close. Like, or they're not quite there yet, but like they're trending in that direction. And it's shaping up to be like, well, there's a possibility where he plays enough games at a high enough clip that he wins the most valuable player. Right? So what are the conversations in the locker room now if he has that award attached to him along with Jason Tatum coming back? I also think that with JT coming back, obviously he's been your first option for however long they've been there. You know, now it's, 10 years. So it's been a long
It'll
time.
be 10 years next year. Yeah.
Yeah.
So he's been the number one option since he got there, which is crazy to think about. Or not since, I mean, Kyrie was there for the first few years.
yeah.
But since he became the Jason Tatum that we know, right? So the question becomes, I mean, Jaylen Brown is obviously on one of the most lucrative contracts in the NBA, right? So he's not going anywhere unless you're trading him. But like, he's now seen that he can establish himself as a first option on a team. He has a championship in Boston. Is there a possibility in his mind that he's like, well, I could go someplace else and win at a high enough clip?
But he
I
doesn't
think-
have that option.
So that's a question, right?
Like, would he rather go somewhere
yeah.
else and maybe win and have the exact same opportunity that is in Boston?
Right.
A place that he's lived his whole life and
Right.
he loves the community of. Just to be like, fuck you, I can do this by myself. Like, I don't see that happening, but I guess you're right. Like, but this is no different from the same conversation that we've had for the past 6 years.
100%.
It's who's one, who's two.
100%.
But at the end of the day, do they care? I
Yep.
just don't think so.
I think if he wanted to do that, if he wanted to move, he would have moved last offseason.
Okay.
Or he would move this offseason. I think the Celtics finally realize that it's not a 1A or 1B or 1-2. And I agree with Jack. Who really cares? I don't think they care. I think their end goal is winning. I think the best winning formula is offensively in terms of who gets the most shots up. Jaylen Brown is going to shoot more than Tatum. Tatum is just a better complementary player. It's the reason he's the best American in the world. It's the reason he's the 5th best player in the world when healthy. Like, he excels at every little thing. And it complements JB's game so much better than people realize. Like, I think long term when we're looking at this, it's like there will be no issue. Like, if anything, this will help the Celtics grow together. And this team is scary, dude. This team is effing scary.
Yeah.
So I have a question for you guys. And if you think about roster buildup, the reason why this team to me is so scary is because we've never seen anything like this before in terms of roster construction. You have, I'm going to say 2 elite point guards. I mean, Derek White, Peyton Pritchard are both elite point guards. And then your 2 best players are wings. We've never seen a championship roster with construction like that before. So unless there's one that you can think of, like none of them really come to mind when.
Cleveland,
with
2016.
But I would say
but
Kyrie
then
and LeBron were
yeah, I can't think of one at this level. Jack, that's a great
like
point.
you can run actions on both sides of the floor, and it's really just whichever looks better. Every single
Okay,
possession.
so that's what you're saying is that you have
Yeah,
two
yeah.
elite ball handlers mixed with
With
wing
Two
players.
elite scores. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Okay.
And a center who does all of the off-ball things phenomenally.
Yeah.
I don't want to criticize JB, but I want people to realize how great Tatum really is. JB is not the playmaker Tatum is. This is why I was saying moving forward, don't like put the ball in Tatum's hands more, but give JB more of the shots, because I think his difficult shot making has proved to be as comparable or as good as Tatum.
Mhm.
With your point on roster construction and being able to, like, I'm just thinking about this. If you have a end game lineup of Peyton Pritchard, these two guys, Derek White and Kada or Vooch, depending on what scenario you're going for,
Mhm.
is OKC the only better lineup?
Well, that's not even the point that I'm trying to make.
health-
Like
no.
that is fair. My whole question was themed around like when I mean, I guess maybe you wouldn't understand this, but there's been a dialogue in Boston sports culture for so long that one of these guys has to have the ball in their hands in the half
Correct.
court.
Yep.
Mhm.
But right now, I'm looking at this team and I'm saying they don't. They can both
Yeah.
work
Oh,
off
yeah.
ball
I get your point.
and
I get
get
your point.
whatever they want. And I can't think of any team that's been able to have that much flexibility in their lineup.
Yeah,
It's a faith in the system.
point.
It's the strongest nucleus, and damn, I'm glazing so much. But like, if you're looking at the spine of an organization, people want to be in Boston. Anthony Simons has a broken wrist and played through it while in Boston and is now sitting out in Chicago because of it.
Yeah.
Like, if that's not the greatest testament to it.
Talk about a roster that needs a change, dude. The Bulls need to be eviscerated from this planet. I don't know how Billy Donovan still has a job. He's been
Same.
there for years.
How many times have we said
Years.
that?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Is that the hardest watch? If we're just going to move down our list here,
well,
they have
I
to be up there.
I want to hear Al and Jack. Like, Jack, I know you're not watching a ton of basketball, and it's totally okay to say the Celtics because that is the choice. But like, who are y'all's favorite teams or players to watch?
Yeah, I'll go
All right.
first. Or Jack, go ahead if you want. But
No, you go first. I gotta work on this.
I have consistently been a every time that this team is on, I'm gonna watch them guy for the San Antonio Spurs, and that's partially a Wemby thing because he's just an absolute anomaly. He does something every game where you look at it and you go, how does that happen, right? But I also just think that this team is one of the quickest turnarounds in the NBA. Obviously, they have so many good pieces at guard. De'Aaron Fox, Dylan Harper. See, I remembered him this time, George. Devin Vassell, right? Stephon Castle. Like they have Keldon Johnson's been playing great. Like they have so many pieces on this team that are really high caliber and they complement each other incredibly well. They're also the only team that has like a really positive record against OKC this year. I think that they're going to be really dangerous in the playoffs if they cannot match up with the Nuggets, who is probably my other team to watch just across the NBA. They can score at will when they're clicking. I mean, they scored 157 points on Friday, right? Like Nikola Jokic is, in my opinion, the best player in the world right now. He's consistently putting up a triple-double. I think he's at like 28, 10, and 10 right now, for averages on good efficiency. Yeah, 28,
like
12,
70% true shooting
on 60% from the field. Like it's just insanity. And I mean, like if you're not watching these two teams play basketball, I think you're missing out.
Good answer.
And once they get Gordon and Peyton Watson back, sky's the limit. Sky's the limit, dude.
That team,
because that'll fix the defense.
Yeah, no, for sure. With his minutes increase this year, he's also seen increases in rebounds, assists, steals, blocks, and points per game. I just got to show some love to Oso Iguodaro.
Okay.
Shout out.
Phoenix
Shout
Suns.
Shout out.
Yeah.
Dude,
Oso
Oso
Iguodaro.
is so lit. That was, dude. What a great pull, JP. Dude, you just got me fired up.
I went to random NBA player generator. Click the button. Mesa, Arizona native playing for his hometown team, Oso Iguodaro.
Just a quick question. Who did Oso Ighodaro play college basketball for, Jack? No, don't say it.
Kansas?
No. Not a bad guess.
Is it Kentucky?
No. It's Marquette.
What? Oh, what?
Oh, is he on that team
Marquette
with Tyler
product. He
Kolek?
was on the team with Kolek. Yeah, he was Kolek's pick and roll partner.
All right. I do remember that.
Yeah, so that's a fun fact. Let's move on though. We are going to talk about the least watchable teams in the NBA now. George, I know that you're going to say the Mavericks without Cooper Flagg. Who else can you not stand watching play basketball this year?
I got a crazy hot one. I can't stand watching the Knicks play basketball. It's just it's confounding. It's confounding basketball. And Knicks fans help this because they think they're in this 1A contender list and they're really in probably 2B, 3 because they don't have any defense. There's no anchor. It all got lost when they said, screw it, let's go in on get rid of Hardenstein. Let's trade Randall and DiVincenzo and all this great depth that made us so great in all of our future picks.
And let's fire a defensive head coach.
For a 5-man rotation that can't play any defense. Jalen Brunson is the worst starting defender in the NBA. He's and Cat's not much better. Jack, hit me, baby.
I'm just gonna play devil's advocate here.
Yeah.
They were 1 quarter away from going to the NBA Finals last year.
It's true.
They were.
And Tibbs, his biggest flaw was that he would overwork players because his rotation was too small. So if I'm just playing devil's advocate here, hypothetically speaking, who's to say they can't win that last who's to say they can't win that last quarter and make it to the NBA Finals this year?
Here's another
What's the difference that makes them worse?
Here's one more before you go, G. They also won the in-season tournament.
They sure did.
So they got championship experience.
I'll give you one more.
Okay, go for it.
Ben Stiller's a big Knicks fan.
Sure is. So is Timothy
Tracy
Chalamet.
Morgan.
Spike Lee.
Yes.
Well, I'm going to talk about my favorite New York Knicks. Wow. Let's get that out.
Not sure what that bit was.
Yeah, I was trying to do it.
I think I will.
Dude, I was trying to do New Yorker, but then I went Okay, my counter to that is that Tibbs came up with better defensive coverages and Mike Brown comes up with better offensive schemes. This is not to say their offense is unbelievable with these guys on the court. And even without some of these guys on the court, it's still great. But on the possession game, they have to be Nuggets level to even make the conference finals in my eyes in terms of offense, because that's how detrimental the defense is.
Yep.
I think come playoff time, they'll kill somebody in the first round, just straight up murder.
I have another question.
I get another answer.
Sorry, I'll let you
No,
finish.
you're good. No. That was that. They'll kill somebody in the first round and get demolished in the second round.
Where do you think the Knicks will finish this season in the Eastern Conference? They're at 3 right now. Where do you think that they will finish?
4.
You think they'll finish at 4? So you think they'll get jumped by the Cavs?
I think the Cavs was, if I were to do my 3 favorite teams to watch, it's Celtics, Spurs, Cavs.
Okay.
Cavs, I mean, they're finally figuring it out, dude. And it's just such a beautiful thing to see. I've been a big proponent of the vision, and Garland was a great player. They needed James Harden. James Harden saves so much. He's less huntable on defense. He's a better playmaker. He knows now how to play off the ball since his time with Kawhi. And frankly, he didn't know it for the 76ers, but he learned it in LA. And he finally brings Jared Allen into the game. He's been a non-factor this whole season because there's been no playmaker to feed him. I love the Cavs. Sorry,
that might be a huge win-win trade looking across the board if you have both of them.
I think he'll re-sign on a favorable deal because I think LeBron will go and be a Cav. I think that is the last piece of this puzzle after the season. I think LeBron will leave the Lakers and be the power. The one thing that they lack is they lack through your chest power that LeBron still's got. Defensively,
that's a really interesting take, George.
Dude.
Yeah, that is.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think it could be a funky, fun roster, and I think they could arguably. I don't know how it would work because there's only one basketball, but you'd have to ask some players to play off ball, and you'd have to maneuver the cap because LeBron's not going to take anything short of 30 mil, 40 mil when he's probably worth 20. I mean,
So why
watch
would he?
LeBron. Why would he go? It's his best chance to win a championship and be involved.
Okay.
It's that or the Warriors, and I don't think that the Warriors are going to do it.
Okay. So your least favorite team to watch in the NBA right now is the New York Knicks.
Yeah.
Understood. I think my least favorite team to watch in the NBA right now, because they're just so frustratingly infuriating, and this will transition nicely into our next segment, is the Utah Jazz.
Oof.
They're talented, man. They have good players. They have young players who are developing, and they are everything that's wrong with the NBA tanking system right now. Now, we're going to talk a lot about that. We're going to talk a lot about that. Yeah.
We're going to cock it all out. And I spell that CAULK, cock, as in what I do to my bathroom when it starts separating from the towel.
Is that what you think caulking's for?
Isn't that you caulk the tile?
I have no idea.
Caulking's like when you put two boards together like this.
Yeah.
Painting 101 here with JB. I've spent a lot of time caulking, if you know what I'm saying. You put two boards together. See how there's still some space in between?
Yeah.
You use caulking to fill that in to air seal it.
Yeah.
Like the tiles, I have a window in my bathroom. It helps
Cool.
Yeah.
Sick. All right.
Yeah.
Back to my previously established point though. They pull all of their starters in the fourth quarter. They've been fined for it now. Like they are the blueprint for a team that is clearly tanking for a high draft pick, probably AJ Devonsta to keep him in Utah. If I had to guess, it's going to happen because the NBA draft lottery is consistently rigged in some or another way. I just don't like to see teams disrespect Svi Mykhailiuk like the Utah Jazz have. And it's not cool. I hope that they fix it. I would love to talk about tanking though. We've been trying to talk about tanking for a few weeks and we've just ran out of time to do it. George, I want to let you riff a little bit with the NBA fix, what's going on with that, and tell me what the reaction that you had to Adam Silver's address of tanking was.
I thought, and I think this. I've thought this, and I still think this. That Adam Silver is too reactionary, and that he just reacts to whatever public opinion is compared about what's happening, and then does it, which is technically a good way to be a solid or a fine commissioner. But if we're trying to be great and further the game of basketball and the league that is the NBA, we got to start doing some critical thinking. Tanking, this has been long coming. It should have been in a discussion back when the process happened. If you are bad, you should get rewarded for it, but you should not get rewarded for purposefully being bad.
Okay.
It's just that simple. Like the Mavs, we tanked. As soon as we traded Luka and Kyrie went down, AD did come back. He didn't help. And then we're like, you get healthy, big guy.
Yeah.
And we tanked. We got Cooper Flag.
Yep.
Whether that's a bad example because we got Cooper Flag because the NBA had to make it right. So then we didn't become the worst team for the next 10 years like we did in the 90s after everyone left and / retired. But like the only what is the motivation to win in the NBA, Alex? What do you think the motivation for NBA players to win is?
I think it's flatline, baseline. We've said it before. They're competitors. Like if they're on the floor, they're trying to win basketball games, right?
So if you play basketball at a legitimately like elite level compared to the rest of the world. If I told you have to go lose those games so that we have a better chance to get, let's
be
say,
good next year. Yeah.
To be good next year.
It doesn't work for you. Yeah. It's not a convincing argument. Yeah.
So the punishment cannot be reflected on the players.
Okay.
The players are not at fault here. I don't think coaching staff are at fault here. I think Rick Carlisle was ticked when the Mavs were purposely losing in 2018 to get Luka or to get a high draft pick.
Yeah.
Coaches aren't happy with this. The fix has to be, we know teams are bad and they know they're bad about halfway through the season. The issue is we can't put a pause on that.
Yeah.
They start purposely tanking around the All-Star break and after. So here's my fix. And I think we all should do a here's my fix kind of thing. I think we should pause the records and the standings going into the All-Star break for everyone. This would give one loophole, and I'll explain it. You pause, and I heard this from, to give credit where credit is due, I did hear this from Nerd Sesh and Jason from his podcast, the Hoop something. But their idea, and I love this, is after we know, look at the 14 worst records in the NBA. Like and if they're in the play-in, then screw it, then they're going to get lucky. You lock those teams, those odds in then, and you do the lottery then. So then if you're purposely tanking after that, then you're losing on your own accord. And if you're purposely tanking, there's no reward for it. You're just like, if you're just bad, we know it at the All-Star break. And if you try and tank before then, it'll be pretty obvious. Like, I feel like this is the fix, and this is the line. How this would work odds-wise, we go back to how it was, where if you're a top 4 worst, you get a 25% chance to get the first overall pick. Then after that, it's like there can be some jumps, but like, if you're the worst team in the NBA, you should not have like a, what is it now, 15% chance to get the first overall pick. We need to
like
reset
a few ping pong balls. Yeah.
We need to reset the whole odds, and we need to reset like analyzing, or just like it's a lot. My long-winded way to say is, I'm trying to get to the point here. There is the one loophole in this all is if you are a play-in team and then you jump out of the play-in into let's say the 6th seed. Like if you go from 9 to 6, how many teams at the All-Star break can you name off the top of your head who have gone from 9 or 10 or 8 to 6? I can't name that many, because that jump has really solidified itself in the NBA. So if that happens, great. Then they're going to get a chance on a lottery pick and make the playoffs, which sucks, but it is what it is.
Yeah.
I'm willing to bite the bullet and that be the worst thing to come from it. But I think the 14 worst teams at the All-Star break, we should lock those odds in, then do the lottery, and they know where they stand. The rest of the season cannot affect their record in terms of draft position after that point.
Okay.
Is that too much? What is the critiques? Because I'm welcome to it all, because there's no perfect picks.
Yeah, because I think that, like, if you lock it in at a certain point, like, what does that do for the trade deadline? What is that, like? Is it like a before the trade deadline or an after the trade deadline lock in? So after that, so it's like these teams are clearly going to be better than these teams type of thing. I think the answer is there is no easy fix, which is why it's such a conversation, right? Because let's be honest, you're going to have teams that are going to be bad. Right. That's just how it works. In every league, that's just how it works. When it goes to football, they just give the worst team the first overall pick. However, with football, it's less of a clear indication of tanking, because all of these guys are going, like, there's no middle ground. There's no load management, right? You play 16 football games, right? So like, it's not like it's much harder to be like, okay, we're sitting you for this entire season to play for next year, especially when you have these guys who are super competitive. And like you've mentioned, the guys in the NBA are equally as competitive in different ways, right? So like, if they're on the court, they are going to want to win basketball games. I think that this is an overreaction, because tanking has been going on for years and years. I think the lottery system is the thing that you should probably hone in on if you were trying to figure out a simple fix to this. And I got to tell you, I think that the way to do that is you take those bottom 15 teams, you give them all one ping pong ball, and you're basically like, it is a complete lottery, because the guys with the best odds in the draft have not gotten the first overall pick since they went to the new odds, right? Like, it's just like, it's kind of confusing with that way. So I don't know. It's not an easy fix. And I do think that, like, you could maybe sanction some teams, but like, at the same time, what does that really fix? You know what I mean? These are multi-billion-dollar corporations. I liked what Charles Barkley said, to be fair. Which is that if you are a bad team or a tanking team, a team that is clearly going off of, the reservation, you can't raise your ticket prices, right? Like, you should be able to keep them at a level, like a level ground, so that everybody can come in and watch these games, and you're not profiting off bad basketball, right? So that's more of an incentive for the GMs and the owners to want to win basketball games instead of just owning a franchise and not being able to get over the hump.
Yeah.
I got a take for you guys.
Okay.
Drop it.
I think I'm going to kill two birds with one stone here.
Do it.
What's something that every NBA fan loves watching?
Two good teams playing.
Do you want to count it down on
Nope,
3 and we'll all say something different?
Not every fan likes that. What's something that every fan likes? Ready? 3, 2, 1.
Okay, nope, sorry. I wasn't ready. Give me a second and then we'll figure it out.
I got it.
You got one?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, I got one. I got
All
one.
right, ready? 3, 2, 1, go.
Fun
John
basketball
Wall highlights.
Neither are correct. The right answer was fights. Every NBA fan loves watching a good fight.
Interesting. Okay.
Here's how you fix tanking. You stop policing fighting to the amount that you do. Every team gets one Isaiah Stewart fight. If you are caught purposefully tanking, your fighting privileges get revoked on the spot. You don't get your free fight anymore. And if your players get into a fight, they have to serve their suspensions. But once a year, you get to just completely fight whoever you want, penalty free. No fans.
Okay, I was gonna say that's got to be the one that we gotta say a malice at the palace clause. Like
the one,
no fans.
Yeah.
If you go backward,
The First Amendment of the NBA fight policy.
Yeah,
the malice at the palace clause.
You know,
That's great.
I think Chank, that's actually might be better system than what we have right now in terms of everything. I mean, half sarcasm, but like half like validity, because I think that actually increases players' incentive to be like, hey, like I don't want to purposely sit out of this game so that we can have AJ Debanta sitting next to me next year. As good as AJ Debanta is, and yeah.
I think that's a good transition into like this draft in particular.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking that, but I didn't know if we wanted to leave.
It probably doesn't matter all that much what pick you get 1 through 6. You know what I mean? Like there are guys, Darren Peterson, AJ Debanta, Cameron Boozer, Kingston Fleming, Darius Acuff,
Caleb Wilson. Dude, these
Caleb
guys
Wilson's
are top
great
3
too.
picks in every draft in the last 5 years.
I've got another take for you.
Wagler,
I don't think we'll see a bad draft where there isn't a consensus top 4 picks and they're generational for the next maybe 20 years.
Dude,
I think
that is a great take.
Great prospects for the next many years.
I mean, this draft has people like questioning whether or not Cooper Flagg would have went first overall. And he would have, let's be honest, he would have. That's an argument. That's a serious argument within NBA circles right now, is who would have gone first if he was in his accurate draft class. It's crazy to think about how good these players could be. Now, am I completely sold on Cameron Boozer as a prospect? He's the one that I'm the most shaky on. I don't understand his NBA fit. I just don't get it.
He reminds me a lot of Paolo Banchero.
But he doesn't move as well as Paolo Banchero does.
Oh my God, you need to watch, dude. I don't want to be that
watch
guy.
him.
You need to see this. Like the TV doesn't do it justice, and I'm not just talking about the Michigan game.
Fine.
He is not a 5. He is not a 5.
He's not a 5. That's the problem.
He's not a 5. And the thing is, Duke is doing him such a service right now, playing him at the 4 next to Ngongba. Dude, he is an elite. I'm telling you right now, elite rebounder and an elite roamer who has great feel. His biggest flaw in his game is what is his offensive bag? Like in terms of like what is he elite at? Everything though on the offensive end, he's so good. I think if we're of those top 3 guys, I've seen so much discussion of this lately that he is AJ Debanta has the highest ceiling and the highest floor, but Boozer has the second highest floor, and it's pretty close.
Okay.
I mean, I'm not trying to hold Darren Peterson's like lack of availability against him, but like as a basketball player, this might be discrediting him, but I think this is a great credit. He reminds me of Ray Allen, like pretty much to a T. Like the way that the movement shooter aspect, the ability to get to his shot. I'm more so talking young Ray Allen, like Supersonics Bucks,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
get you a bucket
When he
in
was
a
like
league that
26
did
points a
not,
game. Yeah.
dude, in a league that was so anti you being allowed to score because we're just gonna literally beat the crap out of you.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, shoot, we had written down that we're gonna talk some college ball and draft prospects. Should we? I
I
mean,
think you just
outside the
did.
top, yeah, yeah, yeah. I think we just did. I mean, should we throw? I mean, for me, my favorite is Kingston Fleming. I love
Yeah.
watching him play.
He's
I
great.
want him to be a Maverick so badly. A boy can hope and dream.
Yeah.
And specifically his team, Houston. I wrote down some teams, one Power Four and one non-conference. And you know me, when
Okay.
I say one, I really do mean two or three that I enjoy watching. And I know this is a little bit of a March Madness preview, and before the March Madness preview,
Yep.
of JB when March Madness is on. Thank goodness the 1 p.m. games are 7 p.m. your time because I know our corner office group chat gonna be crazy.
Oh yeah.
Dude, when we
Are we
see,
talking March Madness? Because Alex and I will be together for the first weekend.
Yeah, that'll be fun.
Yeah.
Fun. We'll watch about 2 games, which is kind of the worst way to do it, but
We'll figure it out.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. All right, so what am I giving you? I'm giving you a player that I love who's outside the top 10, or what is it?
I mean, a Power Four team that you love and a non-Power Four team. And Jack, you hop in on this too because I have a feeling we might have the same. I like Power Four team in terms of favorite to
So,
watch.
Power 4 team that I love right now. This is not the team that I think is going to win the national championship outright, but I think Florida, after having a really slow start, has turned it up a notch, and their front court is the best in college basketball. It's not close. Condon and Chen Yilu, along with Thomas Hogg at the 3. Like, that's a nutty lineup. Thomas Hogg at the 3. I don't love their guards, to be honest with you. I never really bought into the Xavier Lee hype to begin with. I think Boogie Fland is fine. He probably should have went to the draft last year if he was going to get drafted in the first round. But this team can turn it up. I mean, they're obviously well coached. Todd Golden has put this team in a national championship. They won the national championship last year, and the question was, how are they going to replace guys like a Walter Clayton Jr. who just made every big shot in the tournament? And the way that they're doing that is their defense is insane with these guys in the middle. I mean, Chen Yilu has taken leaps and bounds in his game. He's become a better offensive player. He's still a fantastic defensive rebounder, and that allows Condon to also be kind of a worse defender. Like, he's good at rim protecting, but he's not great off the ball. Chen Yilu can guard 1 through 5, which is nuts for a guy of his size. I love this team. I think that they're really sneaky, even though they're sitting at the 7 seed because of that first round. They struggled in the beginning of the year. Let's be honest with ourselves. Are they as good as Duke, Arizona, Michigan? I don't know. I think that those are clearly the 3 best teams in the country right now. Are they better than UConn? Another question that I have going into the tournament. UConn just beat St. John's by 30 last night. We watched that game. I watched that game with a bunch of my friends. And then if we're talking about a team that's outside the Power 4 conferences that I really like this year, I mean, obviously you guys are A10 guys, so I'll let you guys say St. Louis and whoever else, or Miami, Ohio, which are the 2 obvious ones, I think.
That was going to be mine.
I don't have
Miami,
either
Ohio.
of them.
You don't have either of them. Okay.
I tried to get niche in the bag so that we could cover all the ground.
Yeah, that's totally fair. I think that my favorite, if I had to pick one off the top of my head, is probably USF.
On my fucking list.
Yeah, I think they're going to
less.
I think they're going to sit as like a 10 seed in the tournament, something like that. Shout out Tobin Anderson. He's on the bench at USF. He's the associate head coach, so they have some March Madness experience. Ryan Hammer put out a great video the other day about this team in the American Athletic Conference. They beat a Memphis team that has NBA prospects on it. Obviously, Penny Hardaway is the way, like, that type of team, and they have high major players on the squad. They're kind of beating everybody right now. It's going to be them versus Tulsa to get the at-large bid to go to the tournament. But yeah, I really like this team going into March Madness, and they would be on my list of Cinderella teams if I had to pick one right now.
Dude,
Great. Cool.
Great takes.
Sick.
Cool. All right. Anything else you guys want to talk about for college basketball?
My teams were Villanova for the non-power 4.
Good
Shout
pick.
out, watch them. Best team basketball in the country of any non-ranked team. I'm going to give myself a minute and 10 seconds to do my next so that we get straight into the fun stuff.
Plays. Yeah, cool.
I have Duke, Iowa State, and Houston. I have 3 different reasons. Duke is the most balanced team in the country. We saw that in the way that they beat Michigan. Their adjustments are elite at the game. That was so much fun. Coolest game I've ever been to in my entire life.
Okay.
Iowa State, that's just the most fun and offense I've ever seen. The ball moves like crazy, and the way that they use the weight of their shooters in terms of their ability off the ball and off catch to create disruptions is so much fun. Like the fact that they have 2 different actions coming to meet the ball, and then all of a sudden they're just dumping it off to the rollman who set the screen 5 seconds ago. It is just wide open. I love watching them. And Houston's the nittiest, grittiest, and arguably best coach team in the country. Kelvin Sampson is a god, and Kingston Fleming is, in my opinion, one of the most fun players in the country to watch. I'm very interested to see, though, how in the half court their offense fares.
Their offense is awful. It's
bad. Awful. It's literally all on this kid's back, but their defense,
throw it up, Joe Tugler, tip it out, see if someone can get no board, and then give it to Kingston Fleming and hope that he scores. Their offense is not good.
And we're seeing it now with how they're dropping games and
Yeah.
how they can't beat the elite competition. But God, I just love. I mean, it's crazy to say because they beat Duke last year in a game that Duke should have won. But Kelvin Sampson, shout out, he's one of the best coaches in the country.
Yeah.
If not
So
the best.
one more because you mentioned a team that wasn't ranked. I'm just going to shout out UCF. I think they're going to get into the tournament this year. They've beaten BYU. They've beaten Kansas. They just beat BYU the other night. This team is really good going into the tournament. And the Big 12 as a conference right now is probably the best in college basketball. Let's talk some fucking food.
Yeah.
No. I got one. I got one game for you guys.
Fine.
Before we get into food, I just took a look through the food hot takes. We're gonna get into some arguments. I can't wait.
Let's go.
All right, so here's what's gonna happen. We're gonna do this segment. We're gonna do masculine urges, and then we're gonna do food, and we'll just let that run however long we need.
I don't have any
have a
time
hard
limitations. Yeah, no, I don't.
I don't have a hard out. No, I got.
When's the last time no one had a hard out, boys? Come on.
I got some more urges for sure, though. But yeah.
All right. First game that I've got prepared for you. I have a list of guys. Who can tell me who this is faster? Okay.
That's the game.
I'm gonna put a presentation up. I'm gonna flash you someone.
Oh shit!
You're gonna have to tell me who
cooking.
it is.
I knew you were cooking.
Just close your eyes for a minute so I can make sure that I'm gonna get this up without Alex. Close your eyes. You
okay.
Bastard.
Are we good?
No. Okay. All right. You should be looking at a blank screen.
Yes. Okay.
Yes.
All right. Who is this? Ready? 3, 2, 1.
Nikola Petrovic.
Don't know if I can accept that.
It's not right. Yeah, it's like Pekovic or so. It's not Petrovic. I don't know it.
Nikola Pekovic.
Yes, Nikola Pekovic, 1-0 George.
Dude, you had it, Al. That's why
I know.
You did. All you had to say was Nikola
years.
Pekovic. I would have.
He only played 2 years in the NBA, I think.
No, he played like 8 years in the NBA.
No way, really?
Yep.
All Who's the guy who came
player.
over? All right, whatever. We're moving.
3, 2, 1.
Marvin Williams.
Roy Hibbert.
Oh my God, that's so bad by me.
1.
I don't have to close my eyes, by the way. Did you close your eyes, or was that just a me thing?
No, I didn't close my eyes.
Okay, we don't have to do that? Okay, good.
No, you're good now.
Okay.
Tied 1-1. Who is this? 3, 2, 1.
Raymond
Felton.
I think George got that one. 2-1 George.
Run the tape back on that one.
I think George got that one.
All right, fine, whatever.
I'm down to do 2-2 on that too.
No, that's not how this game works.
I'm scoring, George. 2-1 George. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Who is this?
Steve Blake.
Nice.
3-1 George.
Wow.
3, 2, 1.
Eric Bledsoe.
4-1 George.
Dude, I had that one.
Alex, you gotta get with it here. All right.
Gotta figure it out. You should have given me
4-1 George. Who is this? 3, 2, 1.
I know who.
Elite role player for those Lakers teams. Bad Lakers teams.
Yeah. Al, do you got it? Because I can see. I. Yeah, I'm not gonna get it off the top of my dome, but I'm probably gonna recognize the name.
You both giving up? Alex, free shot. No penalty.
I don't know.
All right, that is Jordan Farmar.
Oh,
Yeah, I
dude,
wasn't
I
getting
knew
that.
the name.
All right, 4-1
Wasn't
George.
getting that.
3, 2, 1. Who's that?
I have no idea. Dude.
I have no idea.
I have no idea who that is.
This is Celtics legend Marcus Thornton.
Oh,
Nice.
it's the guy who you said in
It's
the.
the guy from the hoop grid. Sick.
Yeah.
Still 4-1 George. Who is this? 3, 2, 1.
Carson Edwards.
Yeah,
Ah, bang,
gonna say
Alex.
Purdue.
4-2.
Purdue.
Who is this? Ready?
One's
3,
easy.
2, 1.
Dorian Finney-Smith.
Dorian Finney-Smith.
5-2 George. Alex, I
was
think
the
you pretty much have to go undefeated now.
Yeah, I
He
gotta
was the
heat
third
up.
best player on a conference finals team.
Who is this?
That's
3,
not
2,
true.
1.
Isn't that Royce O'Neal?
That is Royce O'Neal.
It is, yeah.
6-2
I'm awful at
George.
this.
3, 2, 1.
Ben Gordon.
That is Ben Gordon. 7-2.
I'm blanking, bro.
3, 2, 1. Who's this? Who is
That's such a
this?
bad goatee, dude. Oh my god.
Yeah, it's not good.
Elite hooper right here.
Is that Rashul Butler?
No.
Okay, yeah, that was
Alex,
my one
free
shot.
guess.
I'll let you
Free
have
guess.
another shot, dude. I don't know.
You
I
both
think-
know who this guy is.
I don't know.
Definitely
Is it-
averaged 20 points a game at some point in his career.
What?
That just can't be true.
I'll give you career path. He went from
Okay.
the Sonics to the Magic to the Heat. I need an answer in 3.
Oh, I got Rashard
2.
Lewis.
Rashard Lewis is correct.
Dude,
Well
he
done.
looks nothing like he did on the Magic or the Sonics in this photo. I'm not gonna lie. I saw this and I was like, "Who in the hell?"
I'm going to
let
be
this
honest.
guy on
I
the-
thought you guys were going to be better at this.
Yeah, we're not good.
Who is this?
Not
3,
good.
2, 1.
Isn't that Boobie Gibson?
That's Boobie Gibson. 9-2.
Shout out his 2017 2K17 playoff card. Fire.
Who is this? 3, 2, 1.
I know who that is. Is that Mo Williams?
That is Mo Williams. Alex, you
Dude,
are getting
I
dog
don't know any of these. I don't know.
You are
Like,
getting dog walked.
you
That might be
picked
the last guy.
you picked 2000s, a bunch of 2000s NBA
Ugh.
players when I was 6 years old. I didn't watch the
Alex.
NBA now.
George was also 6 years old.
I know, good for
Yeah,
him.
but
He's
this
doing well.
is the sicko stuff that I like.
3,
I go to sleep
2,
at night like Mo
1.
Williams.
Who is that? His name's on his left shoulder. His last name.
I
This is
can't
a
even
legendary Lakers player.
see it. Something Sabre.
You guys aren't going to get this. That is Robert
Chris-
Sacre.
Yeah, that's just I put that time of the Lakers out of my mind. Y'all should as well.
Pretty
That's
sure
Celtics
George just won 10-2.
Let's
That's
just cut
tough.
this segment out, dude.
Yeah.
That's tough.
Let's never do that again.
That's tough. No, come on. You should be better than that.
You
at
picked a
that game.
generation. Why couldn't it have been guys that like played
Yeah.
in my lifetime? Why?
Because that's not random. I put Raymond Felton, Royce O'Neal, Dorian Finney-Smith on there.
Yeah, and I knew
Carson
those
Edwards.
people. I knew who they were. Like
You didn't get them.
I did. I
But he
I
was
said the
playing
name,
with a sicko, a savant of the game, a man who
Said the
won't let
name.
this stuff go.
All right,
pattern
Alex,
recognition
redeem
was bad.
yourself over masculine urges.
All right, word. I'm down. I'm down to do some masculine urges. Does everybody have 5 of those, or is it
I
just?
got 5.
I'm coming. Oh, y'all start.
Yeah, so George does not have 5. Jack, you have 5, so you're going to start us off here because you have
All
more
right.
than I think the two of us have.
Here are some masculine urges. The masculine urge to eat a huge meal, go to the couch and throw the game on, unbutton your pants, take your shirt off, and eat more snacks off of your stomach.
I like it. I like it.
It's a very masculine
That's
urge.
elite.
I want to do that. I want to do that every day, actually.
Yeah, it's an electric move. I wouldn't. Yeah, that's a burn tailgate move right there. I don't hate it. I don't hate it. I
love
have
that.
the masculine urge to say I know a guy in any given situation. You might not know a guy, but you're damn sure gonna say that you do.
Does that apply
Yeah.
to like when you run into someone, they're like, "Oh, I know someone who goes here," and you're like, "Yeah, I know that guy."
Yeah. Okay, I could see how that would apply. I could see how that would apply.
I have a feeling mine are gonna be like weird. In comparison to y'all's, I have to take a traffic cone. Every time I see a traffic cone, I just want to take it, and I have like 3 back at my home.
Yeah, that's a pretty universal guy experience taking
That's
your
fine.
first
Actually,
traffic cone.
okay,
That's
okay.
fine. I've seen that. Before.
My next one, this one's a bit personal. The masculine urge to watch Europeans do anything and say Americans could do that way better.
Yeah,
They could do anything. They could be walking down the street.
Yeah.
Americans do that way better.
They are in way better shape.
We
than
got way better oxygen in America.
That's
No,
yeah. I mean,
fuck,
no,
can't possibly be true.
can't possibly be true. I have the masculine urge to go to the local dive and play some darts with the fellas.
Yeah.
I'm
Yep.
getting to that point in my life where this is all I want to do. So
I just recently entered that phase, maybe 2 or 3 weeks ago, and I can't stop playing darts.
I'm so bad at darts. I wish I could.
Yeah,
I wish
I'm
I could.
trash at it.
Yeah, dude.
okay. So we've talked about this before, though. I think that like it's one of those games that getting really good at takes the fun out of it. Like if there's
Yeah.
there's a level to it, right? Like being really good at cornhole is sick because you can just wipe the floor with everybody. Like getting hot in certain spurts.
Oh yeah,
It's like
yeah,
Pong.
yeah.
It's like Pong.
I feel like darts is a game that like you have to kind of be mid to bad at to enjoy playing it. Like with
Yeah,
your
if you
friends.
play darts with a guy who actually throws 60s regularly, it
Yeah.
sucks. If you play pool, if you play billiards
Pool's
with a
another
guy
one.
who's like,
Pool's
that's
another
it's
one,
like it's like playing with a scratch golfer when the rest of you are like a 22 handicap. It's just not fun for anyone.
Yeah.
I agree. All right, George, what's up with you?
Okay, I was just at the gym earlier. Actually, this was yesterday. The masculine urge to ask someone to spot you, be like, "Yeah, I'm shooting for like 6 reps," and then overshoot it, like do like 12 reps, and then
That's a
dap the
great
guy
one.
up.
That is a
Dap
great
the
one.
guy up, dude. I was shooting yesterday for 6 reps on close grip bench, and I got like 7.5. Guy turns around, he's like, "That's what I'm talking about." Like, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Dude, I got fired up.
That's a good one. I like that one a lot. My next one is the masculine urge to walk around a supermarket and look at all the pieces of meat and say things like, "I'd grill the shit out of that." It's like looking at a rack of ribs and being like, "I'd love to put those babies on the
So
smoker."
we went a similar direction here. I have the masculine urge to go to the supermarket and comment on meat prices. Be like $8 a pound.
I got no
Are
idea
we
what the metric
serious?
unit is, but I'll pick up a piece of beef and be like, "Jesus, $12.50 a pound." That's a great one too.
Dude, all of our third ones were in rhythm. I got to grill hot dogs. I mean, I
Yeah,
don't
it's
know
a
about
good one.
y'all.
Yeah,
Just
yeah.
any scenario, I just want to grill a hot dog.
I got the masculine urge to walk into a party or function and say you hate every song that plays, but then go home and add like 5 of them to your playlist the next day. I've never been around a crew of guys at like a function and a song comes on. They're like, "Dude, I love this one."
Yeah,
Just
yeah.
doesn't happen.
It's all hate, and then nobody picks up the aux to figure it out. It's always
Yeah.
like it's
And then
always
like a week
yeah,
later,
you suck.
guys playing the same song. It's like, "Dude, you said you hated this last week." No, I know. I
I
put them
didn't
on. I put them on
Me-
this song.
I didn't say that. I didn't say that.
Dude,
No,
I
you-
always put you on. I always put you on all the new shit. Yeah.
I did not say that. Yeah. This is my last one here. I have the It's kind of a meta one. The masculine urge to start a podcast and talk about sports with your buddies.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Absolutely.
The masculine urge to kick a rock on a walk.
Yes, good one.
Yeah,
I
good
do that
one.
all the time.
Dude,
good one.
Pieces
Yep.
of ice are also very good for that because they just slide.
I got one more. The masculine urge to see a pool, a ball, and a makeshift goal and proceed to drown one another playing water polo for the next 11 hours.
Fantastic stuff.
Dude.
I mean, there's nothing better. Summer day, you're going over to the pool. Someone's got a knee hockey net and a volleyball, and you guys drown each other for the next 14 hours.
I just thought of another one though before we move on. George, you have another one or no?
I'm gonna come up with one right now. That's what I did.
You got one more?
Too.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah.
I have the masculine urge to throw the dad tax hand in the back of the car when someone's got snacks. Just throw that thing back there. A little bit.
That one's great. I got one more. All right, I got one more.
Okay, there we go. See, it comes around again.
Dude, this is the masculine urge to, I don't know, at some point when you hit this point of boredom, you'll want to learn how to play music. So you pick up guitar or you pick up a piano and realize it takes more than just a God-given gift. It takes skill and it takes honing it in and actual practice. And then when somebody asks you, how's it going? Well, I haven't touched it in 3 months because I don't know how it works.
Dude, I feel so good. I'm getting glazed right now.
Dude, this whole episode, the Celtics stuff, this stuff right now, what I'm going to say during the food section, like just glaze.
Yeah.
Krispy Kreme up here.
A lot of glaze on there.
All right, I got one last really good one.
Okay.
The masculine urge to be heading somewhere and refuse to use Google Maps or directions.
It's a good one.
And if you can't remember how to get there, trying to use a physical map.
And specifically, like pulling it out of your back
Yeah, like a pocket map.
Oh,
Yeah.
back pocket. Yeah.
Yeah.
Of the cargo
like,
shorts.
oh, fuck.
Yeah.
Oh, here it is.
Yeah. It's a good pick. I don't hate that
I could
one
do a
at
new
all.
one of these every week.
100%. Yeah,
love
I'm
this
gonna start planning them like the week before. If I think of one, I'm just gonna write it down.
Yeah, I think the series would do incredibly too.
I think that's the
We
new
should,
play.
yeah, no, we should save 5 minutes on the pod to do 5 masculine urges every week.
Oh,
Or like 3.
All right, you guys. Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Yeah, because
you guys ready
I
for
had
food?
no idea.
Yeah,
I'm so
let's
ready.
talk food.
So
dude.
ready. I'm so excited. You know me, I'm the biggest
right.
big back this side of the Mississippi.
We've got a lot of takes here. I'm gonna try and get through all of them. We got a lot of food takes. We got, oh geez, we got all these from you guys. Thank you all for responding.
Yeah, that's awesome.
So
Wow.
many food takes.
It's just
I'm
all
gonna ignore the
Cam's-
ones that we put in there, because we can talk about that whenever. I'm gonna say first one. Buffalo flavor is gross. Came from Tyler Richardson. I just don't agree with that.
Yeah, just simply not a good one.
I think it's overrated a little bit, but I don't think it's gross by any means.
It's so good with beer. I'm just gonna be so for real. If you're having
Okay.
a Corona and you're having buffalo wings, it's kind of fire.
Yeah, I have.
Like
I
a
have
r-
yeah,
really
I'm
crisp
a
beer.
huge proponent of the buffalo chicken dip. It's the highlight of any
Yep.
spread. I've said
You're
it
right, yeah.
before.
You have. You're gonna say it again.
I mean, I just said it again. I'll say it again. It's the highlight of any spread. Yeah, I can't see myself going someplace and ordering buffalo wings though. I think that's an important distinction.
You're a barbecue guy, and I just don't get that. That's a hot take in itself.
No, like a tangy something. I think that's more my speed. But I also don't love bone-in. I'm more of a boneless guy. I've gotten some hate for that take as well before.
We made a whole
And
Instagram post.
I just think like golden BBQ, something like that, is better on a boneless wing than
on a boneless wing. I can hear you out there.
Yeah,
for sure.
yeah. I'm
for
not gonna
sure,
dip my chicken nugget in like buffalo sauce. I'm gonna
Okay.
dip it in the BBQ. You know what? I'm
not a
really
barbecue
shocked
hater.
going with that, but like that actually does make sense.
Last night we were at a Korean fried chicken place, and they did like wings, and we got like an order of the spiciest ones, and they were called Spicy Go to Hell. They're pretty spicy. I won't lie. Pretty hot.
shocked. I'm shocked. that they
Should I be reading names or just takes? Probably just takes, right?
Probably just takes. Yeah.
Probably just
Stay on
takes.
the list.
Onions and tomatoes don't belong on burgers. Lettuce does, though.
Is that Ryan James show? Sorry.
Yes.
Sorry. No, I just had to say it because I saw that one earlier and I was like,
I actually agree with that, honestly. I do agree with that.
Here's the reason that
I think cooked onions are
okay.
delicious on a burger. Raw onions, like a fat red onion, disgusting.
You went the right direction with that one, which is that if the onion is cooked or fried, it can go on the burger. If it's not, I'm probably taking it off. That being said, I'm not going to have lettuce. Like if I'm not having onion and tomato, I'm not having lettuce. I'll either have all three or none.
No, I like the lettuce.
I'm going to be so for real. I agree with the cooked onions thing. I don't do raw onions on my burger unless it's fresh, and I will do a little bit of white onion because I'm a little sicko like that. And I will only have tomato on my burger if it's fresh, if I'm sitting there and eating it then. Because if I let that shit ruminate, it's going to get soggy as hell. That's what the tomato does. But
I agree. Also, I don't understand putting vegetables on burgers. You know what should be on burgers? Fried eggs. Every single burger should have a fried egg.
Really? Interesting.
Yeah. Love it.
Okay, I like a fried egg.
Bacon, fried egg, cheddar cheese.
Yeah. I'm
craziest burger that I ever had that wasn't really all that good was peanut butter and jelly.
What?
Not
good.
But
exactly. That's kind of what we all did. Is we tried it and it wasn't great.
All
right, moving on here. Next take. Ketchup should never go on mac and cheese. Buddy, I think you should really just reconsider the people you surround yourself with. I've never had that in my life.
Yeah, dude.
You hang around some serial killers.
Yeah, look, I am the biggest ketchup proponent you will meet. I put that shit on everything. And I don't put it on mac and cheese. If you need ketchup for mac and cheese, you've made the wrong
bad mac and cheese.
It's bad. It can't be good.
People who love pickles lose all credibility when talking about food.
This guy's an
I'm
idiot.
taking this one. Pickles are my favorite food. Pickles are so good.
I don't like pickles.
Oh, shit.
I love cucumbers. I do not like pickles.
It's crazy. It's just a bad take.
That's crazy.
Simply put, it's a bad take. You don't.
I'll put the hand up though. I wish I liked pickles. I just don't like them. I think that take is bad.
They're delicious. They're briny. I'm a huge pickle enjoyer.
Next one is ranch is the best condiment. I could not agree less.
Yep.
That's a horrible take.
I love ranch. Is it the best?
All right, so I'm gonna make my take.
Yeah.
My take was when people say white people only put salt and pepper on their chicken, ranch is the condiment equivalent of that take. It's just like if you love it, you just haven't discovered better sauces.
That is simply untrue.
George, I think you like salt and pepper chicken.
Dude, there's nothing wrong with salt and pepper chicken, but there's also nothing wrong with flavor. I like both. Ranch, jalapeno ranch. I like sriracha ranch. No, ranch is the vessel.
It's different. Yeah, no. No, mayo's the vessel for every aioli, but those are two different things.
They're different.
No, but you changed the name. It's not like the only thing that it applies to is spicy mayo. Like it's a spicy aioli.
No, you're saying the vessel. The vessel is
the vessel
mayonnaise.
is ranch.
You're claiming Chipotle ranch, and like you can't claim all the ranch.
You can't claim all
ranch.
Those are
Ranch
different sauces.
Wait. So then
ranch is ranch. Buttermilk ranch.
Well, ranch on its own is great. Hidden Valley? No, that's the white people shit. Ranch in general, I think this is going to get a lot of good clicks because towards me. Like in the I'll put ranch is great.
Yeah, we have a heavily Caucasian following.
Yeah,
that would make sense.
And you know what? My ranch lovers lied.
Yeah,
that's kind of his entire point, though.
That's my whole point. That's my whole point. That's my whole point.
Dude, what's
so many better sauces?
Like people live and die by ranch.
You're dipping your wing in blue cheese? Are you that kind of person?
Don't even get me started on the wing take.
So what are you dipping it in? Ketchup?
If you need another sauce to dip your wing in,
it's bad.
You did not make a good
sauce
selection.
It enhances the wing.
No, it doesn't.
The wing every time.
Bro, eat the chicken. Eat the chicken.
Dude, I do it while I dip it in ranch.
All right, moving on.
If I'm getting boneless wings, I'm probably dipping it in ranch. To be fair.
Thank you.
What about the bone-in?
No, I'm not eating bone-in wings with ranch. I'm eating them plain.
Culver's is the best fast food. I don't have any evidence to say no. I would love to try it. Culver's is the best fast food.
Never even heard of that.
Never had it.
It's
a Midwest
okay.
thing.
It's like a good, okay to good, but to say it's better than what we know is great, like Chick-fil-A or like Popeyes, like no.
Okay.
Just no.
All right,
Get that
Never
silly
had
shit out.
Can't weigh in on
next
that
one,
Never had
next
it.
take. I don't hate this take, but I don't particularly agree with it.
Mm.
If the food is actually good, it doesn't need condiments.
So you've just been saying this whole argument the whole time. I think that this is like a steak sauce argument, right? Which is like you
Yeah.
put A1 steak sauce on things to like disguise the steak. You don't need that. You know, that being said, I think like there's limitations to like a chicken tender on its own.
Yes.
If it's plain with just salt and
Absolutely.
nothing else.
Absolutely.
You need a condiment on that. So it depends
Need a
heavily on the
condiment.
meat.
Cheeseburger,
Yeah.
I'm the
you
same.
need a
Yeah.
condiment.
Like,
I agree. No, I agree. But there are foods that people put condiments on. And I'm like, why are you doing that?
They
If you
don't
had a
belong
good
there.
one, it would be
They don't
way
belong
worse.
there. Yep.
Yeah.
They
I
don't
completely
belong there.
agree with that. But condiments
Wendy's
place.
is the best fast food when all categories are weighed in.
That was my
George, you
roommate.
and Alex are about to go 7 games. Alex is a 4 for 4 man, if I've ever seen one.
Love a 4 for 4. Go, George.
Wendy's is underrated, arguably the most underrated. However, to say it's the best in all the categories, get out of my lobby.
Okay.
You know what you like. Like I don't see how you could put that above any. They don't do anything elite except for the Frosty, which is elite. The Frosty is unbelievable.
Whoa.
Frosty's fine. And
I
in
would
terms of
not agree
fast
with
food
that.
ice cream, Frosty is like
The thing
as hell.
The thing about Wendy's, I would not defend the Frosty as the thing
Yeah.
about Wendy's.
What?
Me neither.
So you're coming from a
Frosties
standpoint.
are fine.
You're
Frosties
coming
are
I guess
worse
we
than
have more
Blizzards.
fast food.
Frosties are worse than McFlurries.
100%. I'd rather have a Blizzard or a McFlurry over a Frosty.
McFlurry, half the time the machine don't work.
Yeah, well, that's the game you play.
Yeah,
Frosties
you roll the
Frosties
dice.
has one flavor.
Yeah,
2
and
flavors.
it's just that
Just-
good.
Yeah, but one of the flavors is always like strawberry. It's always chocolate and strawberry. Those are the only two options that you can get with
No, they
Frosty.
got vanilla. It's vanilla
So
chocolate.
they
and
cycle
vanilla
it.
chocolate.
It's really goddamn annoying. I'm telling you. As a guy who goes to Wendy's a lot, they cycle it all the time, and it's not consistent, and it makes me angry. Going on though, I think that the point that this guy was trying to make in this take is that like if you say Chick-fil-A is the best fast food, probably at what they do. They don't serve a hamburger, right? So he said across the board, which means that you eliminate some of those places that only have one niche. You can't have Raising Cane's. You can't have Chick-fil-A. You can't have Popeyes. They might be great at doing chicken, but are they great at doing chicken and a hamburger and a this and a that and the other thing? So you're arguing in my mental take of this take is that it's between Wendy's, Burger King, and McDonald's because those are the three that do the same things.
And you're comparing it against like
That's
the
also
two
niche,
worst. They're like the two worst fast foods. Like,
All right, so let's do this. Let's
obviously,
do this.
Wendy's
Wendy's
is
is the
obviously
best-
better than the other two.
Wendy's is the best for the value. You get the best and
100%.
the most amount of food for the value. But they
100%.
don't do
Because the
they don't do nuggets better than McDonald's. They don't do
They-
fries better than McDonald's. They do burgers better than Burger King. Too much bread, not better than
I
McDonald's.
kind of like Burger King, to be fair.
Get out of my
you
lobby.
like
They
you
have
like
the
anything,
stainless
bro.
bun.
Burger King is trash.
I'm-
Burger King is
I'm pulling
straight
up a
butt
list now.
booty, bro. That's
What are you
that's your
doing?
worst take
That's
yet.
great. That's crazy.
I don't hate the Wendy's take, but saying it's the best fast food, it's not. It
Just wait
doesn't
till
do
we get
it
to the
doesn't
Arby's
even
take.
do it doesn't do anything great. It doesn't do
Doesn't
anything
do
above
anything
good.
great. But it's consistent, and I
Dude,
wouldn't
it is.
argue that it's the
Whataburger is
best.
better. Whataburger is better than Wendy's by a mile.
No,
and they
that's
do
no.
everything.
Whataburger is not better than Wendy's.
And you get better
What are we
value.
talking
Dude,
about?
are you serious?
George,
This guy
George
with his
Biggie bag.
regional, yeah,
George
Carl's
Biggie
Jr.,
bag.
bro.
Come on, dude. You get a
Dude,
Biggie bag at Wendy's.
Yeah,
But
There's so much
the
food in
quality
there.
of the food is buns. I'm sorry.
That's not what we're
In the
talking about,
general
value.
No, I know. Whataburger has better value. In-N-Out has better value for what you're getting.
no way, no,
In-N-Out does not
way.
have better value.
no way. It has
I
better.
guess
No,
that
no,
is
no,
value.
no, 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 no. You're not
Hey,
getting the
$12
value. You're not
hamburger.
getting the value. No, the value is not equating to you. You're thinking you're paying this for good food. That's not what we're saying. How much food can you get for $4? Wendy's gives you the most.
It's
Oh my gosh. Okay, yeah. And
quality of food is
niche-
irrelevant.
Quality food is
In
off the
that
table.
niche-
Quality
but
of food
when
is
you bring
off the
value
table.
in, when you bring value in, obviously I'm gonna choose like if I spend $5 at Wendy's, I can get more food than I could get for $5 at a different place. But like if I'm spending $10, that's a different kind of value. Are we talking like nothing beats the 4 for 4? I can't argue against that.
Yeah,
It's like
that's
the
what we're
most-
saying. That's what we're saying.
Oh,
Best cheap
okay,
eats. I guess
okay.
cheap eats value is
Fine.
what I'm really getting at. Yeah, yeah.
Fine. I'll give
Yeah.
yeah, I'll give that.
I agree with
Damn,
this take. Yellow mustard is the most disgusting thing ever. Do not like it.
Was that my
too.
girlfriend?
Yeah.
Out of the lobby.
I don't like it.
Bye. I won't see you for a week. I love yellow mustard. I love
I do
yellow
too.
mustard.
I really like it. I think
Like
that it has
saying
a,
out of the lobby like we're in Fortnite.
That's what I'm saying.
I have a lot of uses for yellow mustard. I think yellow mustard plays really well with cold sandwiches. If you're a cold cuts guy, get your cold cuts. Get your cold cuts.
I do wish I liked yellow mustard. I just don't.
Yeah, it's
It's
good.
a great
Oh, yellow
compliment.
mustard. Yellow mustard's a great binder when you're like making meats. I will say
It is a quintessential part of that process. It's also a quintessential part of any good hot dog.
Yes.
I just don't like it. I'm a ketchup only guy.
I
Oh
like
my
ketchup
God,
a
you
lot.
were disgusting. You deserve
I love ketchup.
ketchup on
I'm
your
a
hot
big
dog is
ketchup guy.
so 5 years old.
George, this is because your dad told you this. This
Yes,
is
it
this is a
is.
passed
It
down
is.
take. This is not
But
a
then-
genuine original take.
I'm taking
George,
this
you
one
a
with
chili
me.
dog guy?
I'm a
No.
chili dog guy. I'm a
Yeah,
chili
I'm gonna
dog
be
guy.
so. I've never had a chili dog that hasn't fallen all over me.
Yes, that
That's
makes
part of the experience. What?
No,
That's like I never
it
went
is
in the
not.
ocean and didn't get wet. It's part of the
No,
experience.
it's not because I wanted.
You don't
to
go
get
into
wet
it
in
thinking
I don't.
you don't
want
wear
my
a white
chili
shirt
dog.
to a chili dog place.
When are you? I've never been to a chili dog place. I only get it at
Oh
stadium
my
food.
God.
that's
course
why
not.
you're going to the wrong
Yeah.
chili dogs.
Exactly.
Alex, he's never been to Coney Island.
He's never been to Coney Island. hot
Yeah,
dog, man.
because
He's never been to
we got
Tito's.
better things. We're the capital of barbecue.
That is facts. They do have better things there.
Yeah, all right, whatever.
Cupcakes are just a worse version of a normal cake. The frosting to cake ratio is bad. Yes, I agree. I will never choose a cupcake over a slice of cake.
I'm the same. I think if you're a birthday party, you have to you go traditional cake or you go ice cream cake, which is superior. In my
Ice
opinion
cream
as well.
cake is the best form of cake.
But yeah, I think cupcakes serve a time and a place, and it's like a dessert thing. It's not really a. It's not. It doesn't play as well.
George is holding his breath and turning red like he's about to say carrot cake's the best.
No,
over
because
there.
no, fuck carrot cake.
I like
I hate carrot cake. I think
I
that's
do love-
disgusting.
I love cheese cream icing though. That stuff is gas. Cupcakes, yeah, I gotta agree with y'all. I'm not choosing like if we're doing a birthday party, ice cream cake is gonna be the option. I was making that face, Jack, because you said best cake option. I think I've had better cakes than ice cream cake in general. But if we're talking about most consistent, we're talking about like just cake in general. Ice cream cake, that's actually kind of a crazy good cake take.
I think
Because-
ice cream cake beats normal cake in 5.
I just
'Cause
love
one,
ice
and the one game that cake wins, they're gonna win by
really
40.
good.
I
Yeah.
would argue that they win in 6, but it's like a really close game 1. They get blown out games 2, 3, and then they get like this miraculous game 4, and then ice cream cake comes in with Showtime Lakers game 5, and then
Yeah.
6 is 73-9 Warriors.
I'm just gonna out him. Jackson Justice, this is one of the worst takes I've ever heard in my life. Every single food tastes better cooked. All right. Let me
True.
deep fry this orange, and I'll give it to you. It's a
Sushi's
bad
good.
take. He forgot about
Sushi's
fruits and
unreal.
vegetables. Forgot about fruits and vegetables.
let me like cooked carrots is better than raw carrots? No. Just no.
Agreed.
Oh, I don't like either.
I
I know
love
you're
raw-
not a carrot guy.
I hate cooked
I
carrots.
Yeah.
love raw carrots.
All right,
I
this
like-
one might get the boys going here.
Okay, here we go.
Let's see it.
Chipotle is a top 1 chain, no argument.
Don't hate it. I
I
don't
hate it either. I don't hate
So
it.
I have 2 pushbacks, and I just went to Chipotle today. I have the napkins to prove it. Because masculine urge, taking as many Chipotle napkins as possible, so then you have Kleenexes in your place.
I think that's just like a human right.
Yeah.
okay.
A masculine urge would be like stealing the Tabasco sauce.
Yeah, that's a
Or
masculine
like
urge.
asking for a
Or
water
getting a
cup.
water
Yeah,
cup
water cup and
and-
getting a
yeah,
lemonade.
yeah.
Yeah, that's a
Specifically the
walking
lemonade
in walking in
the
without
same
having
one as
ordered
the
anything
water.
and take someone's order off the to-go rack.
That's crazy.
Chipotle roulette.
Yeah, that I've seen that employed before for sure.
Here's the
Go
thing
on.
about here's my response to this take. Oh, I'm
George
sorry,
doesn't
I
even
interrupted you.
respond.
Yeah, you're halfway through. I'm sorry,
okay,
he's halfway through.
Wait. The price has gone up too much. It's too
Agreed.
much. Like I just paid $15.50 for a double chicken bowl. Maybe it's
Did
on
you
me
get
for one
guac on
double
that?
chicken. No, this is the city surge pricing is crazy.
Yeah.
And that's a DC thing. I'll give them credit for that. Second thing is the quality is not as good as it was 10 years ago. 2015 Chipotle, that smacked in a way
we
that
just
doesn't
didn't have
smack
it.
now.
Yeah.
We didn't have
I
it
hit
wasn't as
Chipotle
big.
every Thursday from 3rd grade to like 5th grade.
George, you going Chipotle or Moe's if you have your choice?
Oh, Chipotle. If this is the question,
Yeah,
Chipotle.
Moe's is trash.
Moe's is fine for the airport, but like, let's be so for real. If it was a
DFW
Chipotle,
has way better options. Way
Yes,
better options.
exactly.
Go to
All right, here's the
Samara.
thing. If I had unlimited food, I would eat Chipotle more than any other fast food. Let's talk about chains though. Underrated chain, Nando's. They have one in DC right down the street from us.
Fish and chips.
Absolutely delicious. No, it's piri piri chicken.
Oh.
It's too expensive. It's like $24.
It's expensive though. Like to me, the ones that come to mind, it's really Chipotle or Chick-fil-A for me. Those are the two.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna eat Chipotle 3 times before I'd eat Chipotle twice.
Yeah, I agree.
Or before I'd eat Chick-fil-A twice.
Yeah.
The only other one I'd throw in there, and I know this is more of a Southern thing, Popeyes really is like
Popeyes is so good.
Popeyes is fire, but
dude,
Popeyes is so special because you can't eat it regularly. You feel like shit after.
You also wait for an hour
that's-
to get your food at some places. So,
Yeah, dude.
can we really count it as the best one?
I understand all of that, and that's why I might have to concede on this one.
I think
As much as I love
Chipotle,
Chipotle, I feel like we've just fallen off.
I just took a little scroll down the line here. I know that you guys might be running out of steam, but we have 3 of the worst food takes I've ever seen in my life to end this segment
I'm not
off.
running out of steam. I'm loving
at
this.
all.
Yeah, we have like 15 left. We're not even close.
Dude, let's do it.
Breakfast is just not that good. I agree. 3rd best meal of the day.
I think there are limitations to what you can do with breakfast for sure.
Yeah.
Not that good is like discounting it though. Like I like a breakfast sandwich a lot. I like
love
a
a
bacon,
bagel.
egg, and cheese a lot. I love a bagel.
But are you eating it every day?
Jack is bad with the bagel though. He hates the bagel take.
I don't hate bagels. I just didn't grow up with them, so like I don't crave bagels like everyone else. I think they're fine. But like I think that breakfast sandwiches are delicious. I think having a full English is great. I think having really good chicken and waffles is peak. I think French toast and pancakes, if they have anything besides chocolate chips, and it's really easy to fuck up a waffle. Really easy. I think they're all mid. I think scrambled eggs are fine, but I just choose not to eat breakfast most days. I eat lunch and dinner every day.
You'd love a corned beef hash.
I love corned beef hash. I love corned beef hash.
Go ahead, George.
I'm going to be
Oh, yeah,
so
go
for
for
real,
it.
Jack. You are so onto something here. The amount of effort it takes to make breakfast good is not worth it.
Agreed. Agreed.
Because I had my
yeah.
yogurt and my coffee today because it takes like 3 minutes in the morning and it's fine. And like I had like an apple, I think. No, I had like a little fruit bar. I'm not going to the lengths to make all this stuff unless it's a Saturday and I'm making pancakes because I have people over.
But even if it's a Saturday, right? Like, let's say hypothetically,
then-
maybe this is
then
just
I'm
because we're in
hungry.
college. Like,
Yeah.
you wake up and you sleep in on Saturday. Let's say you wake up at a normal time, probably 10 o'clock. You get out of bed at 10:30. You're probably doing something at noon. Why wouldn't you just have a coffee and wait until lunchtime? There's nothing that says I need to work for an hour and 15 minutes to make breakfast. There's just nothing.
Yeah,
We're
I
the same
think
game.
there's no way around it. It is the 3rd best meal of the day. I think sneaky lunch could potentially get up there, but dinner is by far number 1. Lunch 2, breakfast 3.
Yep.
My thing is dinner has its highs. Dinner doesn't really have a ton of lows. Lunch has its highs.
That's
lunch
facts.
has a lot of lows.
That's
Yeah.
facts.
Like
That
tuna
is
sandwich,
facts.
disgusting.
All right. We already touched on this, but mustard is the best condiment.
Tuna sandwich. Tuna sandwich.
Whoa! No!
Are you serious?
No!
You have canned tuna defenders in the chat right now?
Have you ever walked
I
into a
love it.
subway? Have you ever walked into a subway and been like, "Give me the tuna"?
Dude,
Yes, I have.
That
if you
is
go to Subway-
disgusting. You are a bad person.
I love
This
it,
goes
dude.
beyond
Jack, you're in agreement.
sandwiches.
Jack, you're in agreement with me.
Oh, you don't like tuna.
I hate tuna.
I
I'm
hate
the- I'm
tuna
the
too.
tuna
I
guy.
love
I love
seafood.
tuna.
I love
Yeah,
seafood.
you're
I think
children.
tuna's
You're
disgusting.
children. You're children. You're just children.
He's gone.
Oh, I'm a
No!
child because I don't eat like stewed meat out of a can. That's
I can't believe
disgusting.
that you're a pickles guy and you don't like tuna.
That is
It's
facts.
same
Those things
flavor
actually do go
profile.
hand in hand. They go
No,
hand
they
in hand.
don't.
Do you
No,
like
they don't.
olives?
I don't like olives. At least
like
I'm
we don't.
consistent
We don't
across
know.
the board
Yeah.
here.
You what'd you say?
I'm
George?
indifferent on olives.
Okay,
I've like-
they're all briny foods, dude. That crazy take. I love tuna. Tuna is an
Tuna
A1
reminds me of cat food. Once
Yeah,
you
be a
yeah,
kid.
you can't look back
Be a
once you
chap,
hear
yeah.
that. So
I
I've
won't eat
hopefully
canned
just
salmon. I
converted
love
you.
salmon. I won't eat it canned. We already
Honestly,
touched on this.
tinned.
Mustard is the best condiment.
No.
That's just such a bad take. I mean,
B tier condiment.
that's not like
B tier.
that's not like an angering one. It's just not good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Buffalo
just-
wing
yeah.
sauce on eggs. My girlfriend does that.
Is she really?
Yeah,
Dude,
it's
I
good.
put hot sauce
It's
on my
fine.
eggs.
Yeah, hot sauce
fine,
on eggs.
yeah.
I've heard of it. Yeah, sure.
Yeah, sure.
I'm a ketchup on the eggs guy, to be fair.
This
but
one pissed me off. Oreos suck.
yeah, that's a bad take.
There's something to
Oreos?
say. There's something to be said.
Mhm.
When we were children, there was a different Oreo recipe, and they were a lot better than they are now.
Yeah.
They're still great. The golden Oreo beats the normal Oreo in 6.
Agreed. I'm a golden Oreo enjoyer. I think that
too.
if you're talking about strictly
Wow.
packaged cookies, Chips Ahoy suck.
Chips
Yes.
Ahoy
Oreo
suck.
I've
The
been
all
Oreo
chocolate chip
holds
cookies
it
suck.
down. Whoa.
Oh, whoa.
Period?
No. Like the ones that come in like the like Famous
Oh, the
Amos,
package?
they
Fine.
also
Yeah.
suck.
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay,
I
fine.
will say Chips Ahoy does one good thing where they have like their 2 cookies, but with peanut butter in the middle. I don't know if y'all have ever had it. It's actually
It's like
kind of good.
It's like a Nutter Butter. Just
It's
a worse
basically like a
version of
Nutter Butter,
Nutter
but with chocolate chip cookies on that.
Nutter
Okay.
butter was delicious.
Yeah.
That
Nutter
was
butter
that was a
is
solid cookie.
Nilla wafers
insane.
are up there, to be fair.
Nilla wafers
Nilla.
are
Wafers.
supremely crushable. Yeah.
Drunk Nilla wafers go bonkers.
Yeah, they come in a cereal box too, so you can just keep filling the bowl and then like keep it there.
Even the
Yeah.
macros on them are
Oh
also
yeah,
kinda
if you can
crazy.
eat cookies out of a bowl like the Trader Joe's chocolate chip cookies too. All right.
Yo.
Amanda,
Dude,
Amanda, we don't get along. I just don't
Yeah.
agree with that. Pineapple doesn't belong on pizza. I agree.
Yeah, I'm the same. It's
yeah.
not like offensive to me if you do it, but like it's
Me
just
neither.
not.
I think, to be honest with you, I think that people always shit on pineapple on pizza, but people are putting way grosser stuff on pizza.
I also
Yeah,
think that not
okay.
It's like a
people are
fig
doing.
thing. What are you
Yeah.
doing?
I
Well,
think
I think the fig
fig?
thing is with like white.
yeah.
It's not with marinara base.
No, it's not. No, but that's my point.
Alfredo
Like, what are you doing?
Yeah,
Dude, it's like the fig prosciutto and mozz, bro. Like you
And,
don't understand.
Pear? What are we doing?
yeah. Oh
and
no,
some
pear.
Boston
I don't get
peppers.
the pear.
When people get too
my
artisanal
defense
with
of-
their pizza, really pisses me off.
okay.
I completely agree.
Would you rather it be a flatbread instead of a pizza? Does that change it
Yes.
for you?
Yes,
Okay.
that would change it for me. That would actually change it
That's
for me.
still in my mind is like, what are you doing?
No, I understand it, but I would still enjoy it and eat it. Like, I understand what you're saying, but I would still eat it. The pineapple should not go with Canadian bacon. That's disgusting. Should go with pepperoni. That shit is fire. Shit is
Or just
fire.
ham. I like it with ham. Actually, I
Pineapple
will
and-
say.
I'm not a ham on my pizza kind of guy. I don't know if that's a crazy take,
I like it.
but
It's fine.
I like ham, but like I don't want it on my pizza.
All right, Katie gave me kind of an in-depth take. All right, she said pizza tier list. Cold leftover slices 10 out of 10, top of the list. Then it goes fresh slice,
Already hate it.
mid-fresh slice, mid-cold leftover slice, reheated slice, reheated mid-slice.
Yeah, I think reheated slices are worse than cold ones. for
Yeah.
sure. But having that over the fresh is just wrong.
It's just
It's
bonkers.
just wrong. I would say my personal list would be fresh slice, medium fresh slice, cold slice. And then the rest, I think I'm the same.
I just don't think. I think cold pizza's great. I think it's kind of overrated. It's not as good as hot pizza.
Not
It's
as good.
really
It's
good.
never gonna be.
hung.
It plays a role. It's never
Yeah.
gonna be as good as hot pizza.
Cold Chinese food's better than cold pizza.
That's a bad take.
Yeah, I don't know if I agree
That's a
with that
really
one.
bad take.
You don't.
I
you don't
really
have to
do
go
like
around
my
in
Chinese
circles.
takeout just reheated.
I have watched Alex eat freezing cold scallion pancakes many times, and he's like sitting there like a
Talk about
beaver,
a
like
crushable snack. Talk
beaver,
about a
just like
crush-
gnawing down on this scallion pancake, trying to just like separate it into two so he can drag it downstairs to the basement with him.
Those things are.
Those things are
crushable.
crushable. Yeah, they are good. They are good.
How do you find yourself on a cold scallion pancake?
What do you mean? They're
They
in
go
the
in the
fridge.
fridge. Yeah,
You wake up. You eat them for
I've done it. It's pretty good.
Did you
If
order?
you're
a
eating
takeout or
cold
did you-
sesame chicken, you should be hung by your feet,
yeah,
medieval tortured.
I know a guy who's done that.
dude, with cold rice. Like, are we being
Yeah.
serious?
Whoa,
No.
Whoa!
Avada
right.
Kedavra.
We've finally reached the point where these three have come in since we started doing this segment, and they're three of the worst takes I've ever heard. Starting off with a bang here. I'm gonna do you a favor and not say your name, but you two can go log into the Instagram and look. Grilled cheese dipped in applesauce.
Oh
What
boy, the smile just
that's
faded off my face.
Gross.
Dude,
You know what?
you don't even get the invite to the lobby. Like
Oh man,
Yeah,
that is
dude.
bad.
That is
That is really bad.
horrendous. There's
I
a lot
told
of
my-
things you can dip a grilled cheese in, and it's gonna be delicious.
There's a lot of things that you can dip in applesauce too, like pork chops
Oh,
and
yeah.
applesauce, really good.
Really good.
Um,
A lot of things.
Salty
Wow,
is
that's-
normally really good with applesauce. Okay, wait, pork chops with applesauce? Maybe I just don't know this. Are you talking
Yeah,
like
huge thing.
Mott's applesauce with pork
Yeah.
chops?
yeah,
Not like
Yeah,
Yeah,
or
yeah,
I mean,
that-
you make homemade applesauce,
Yeah,
but it's
okay.
a big New England
That's
thing.
what I
thing,
was more
yeah.
so thinking.
It's a
That
very
makes
big
more
New
sense.
England thing. You eat pork chops and applesauce.
Okay. How do y'all feel about like pretzels and applesauce? That was a go-to thing for me as a kid. I would dip a pretzel in applesauce.
never done
That
that
feels
before.
gross. I mean, I try it. I would try
It's
it.
fine. I feel like that's
Also,
fine.
I got this
Yeah,
take. Applesauce is not good unless it's cinnamon.
Ooh.
I think cinnamon can be done
No.
over sweet too much. Yeah, I'd agree with.
I like the
plain.
oversweet.
I
don't
like
really like
I
plain
like
that much.
I like the cinnamon, and then if it's the the Santa Cruz applesauce, that stuff actually tastes like apples, and that stuff is really good. I agree.
I don't
with,
like
if it's a-
applesauce with chunks.
I don't
Yeah,
like. I don't want like big chunks, but like I don't mind like if it's like a little thicker.
you like pulp?
I said
I
no
don't-
pulp.
This is shumpulp.
This says shumpulp.
I'm okay on pulp. I'm like I'll have it, but like I won't like be upset about it. But like I'm not going out of my way to not have it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, fair enough. Okay,
I will
let's-
take with pulp for $1 cheaper orange juice.
These two
Fine.
came from the same person, and if I didn't know better, I'd say it's a walking red flag. Sardines straight out of the can. You're
Fine
a
with it.
psychopath.
Fine with it. That's fine with me. I got
What?
no issue with that.
I have never understood sardines. You're eating like a full spinal system.
Yeah, it's fine.
That is disgusting. Name a
Sardines
single
are like-
other food that you are like eating spines of. That's what throws me off. There's a bone system in there somewhere.
yeah.
You don't
Yeah.
eat a chicken leg.
No,
Why
you
is it
don't.
okay? You don't
Wait,
eat
No, but
fish
If your
bones.
bone, it'll kill you.
You do eat bone marrow from like beef.
It's marrow though.
Yeah,
You're not-
I guess it's
you're not
different.
eating
I
bones.
like fish, like all types of fish. So
Same.
I got
I
no
don't-
issue with sardines.
Sardines, I had it recently. It's fine. I don't know how anyone would say that they love it.
It wouldn't be a go-to snack. Like I'm not
Yeah.
crushing them on.
I'm looking at the
on
pantry.
the low.
Hand me those sardines, dude.
you know,
Like,
but
what?
they're fine. Like they're
Bro, I know some people who I can't dox them on here, but they would make a sardine sandwich. Like
Yeah,
an
I've seen that.
anchovy sandwich. That's
Dude,
fine.
are
disgusting
you
to me.
related to these people by chance?
No, maybe.
Okay, good.
I would. It might be my dad. I love him, but he loves.
I had to
sardines.
find out who it is. We'll
I,
talk- Mr.
like he's
Byrne,
not the
we'll
person
talk
I was
about
thinking
this.
of, but
Yeah,
it
yeah.
is a Byrne family move to do something like that.
All right,
All
Mr.
right,
G,
here's the
two
last
things?
one.
Or
Here's the
he,
last one
whoever
that we
this
have
is,
submitted
person.
to us. I really enjoyed this segment. I would love to do this all the time.
Same.
Chicken liver.
Never had it. Don't
I've had
really
it.
want to
It's
have
disgusting.
it. Okay.
That's bad.
Yeah, liver and onions. Wait, can I go on a rant about liver?
Those
and
came
onions?
from the same person. That's really like what threw me
Yeah.
off.
No, go for it.
Is that a big thing up north? Liver and onions? Because it's like a huge thing down south. Liver
No,
and
it's not
onions
a big
is
thing up here.
disgusting.
Okay.
Liver is disgusting. It literally just tastes like blood. I'm gonna be so for real. It tastes like blood, and then they stew it with onions. And the onions, frankly, aren't really ever cooked all the way. So it's like kind of crunchy-ish onions with like liver. My grandma eats it. I'm so sorry, Grandma. I love you to death. Happy belated 89th birthday if you are watching, Grandma.
Happy birthday, Grandma Janenda.
Did you give her a call the other day?
I
or
did give
you
her a
just-
call.
you were
I did give her a
announcing this
call.
on the show?
No,
no,
You're-
no.
you're-
I
That's
just-
good. No, he
89
would definitely give her a call. Yeah.
89 is crazy. But yeah, no. It's psycho to eat liver and onions.
Okay. I got one thing
Sorry,
to
G-Mom.
ask both of you. I want, because we just did a lot of hot food takes. I want to know what your two hottest food takes are. One from me, one from Jack, one from George. I already have my own. I know
Okay.
this one. I've gotten flamed for it a couple of times. Jack was around when I picked up this habit. I guess I'll go first because I have one on the dome. I put goldfish on my peanut butter and jelly sandwiches, and it's
I don't hate that.
kind of fire. It's because we did it at Ripple, which is the reason that you're like in on it. You've actually had it. For those who have never had that before, go try it. It's actually pretty damn good.
There's actually
And
better
I do
chips.
it all the
There's
time.
better chips to put inside your sandwich too, like a PB&J
Pretzel?
with like salty peanut butter or salty potato chips is also delicious. Goldfish is really, really solid, and I hate to say that. It is. It's a good
Yeah.
take.
My okay, I got a crazy one. Maybe okay. Actually, no, Jack, you go because mine's actually not that crazy. Let me
All right.
go
Well,
on.
my hottest one was the wing take. That's the one that I always tend to go to, where it's like if you need another wing sauce, you don't like the one that you got enough. The next one I'm going to go to is I think people overrate going to Italy to eat Italian food because you can easily replicate the quality of Italian food anywhere in the world. All you need is great ingredients. And a lot of people don't have Italian food made with great ingredients like homemade pasta, fresh mozzarella, whatever the case may be, and then go to Italy and have it for the first time and are like, oh my God, the food's so good in Italy. It's very good Italian food. You can get it in a ton of places. I had the best Italian food of my life in Austria. It's like, it's pretty easily replicable compared to a lot of other cuisines. And I think it's kind of overrated.
Okay, I got a hot take one. And it's from my time in Sweden, and I know Jack is not going to agree with this. Northern European food gets labeled as bland, and that
That's
is because
disgusting.
a lot of it that the Americanized version is, but the food that I had that was there in Sweden, Jack, come with me next time. Gas. It
Okay,
actually
did you have good versions of other cuisines?
Yeah, but that's not the food I'm talking about. Like this was like cheese made in Sweden that was like the best cheese I've ever had. It came with this like red pepper sauce that they make in Sweden that isn't another culture's, but like they made it. And then like the whole like slate of food for what's it called? Their huge festival, Midsummer, like fire. The weirdest thing on there was pickled herring, which actually was pretty good because it was like ceviche. Because instead of using lime juice or lemon juice, they used like pickle brine. The weird one was the one that was brined in like buttermilk, and it was herring and buttermilk, and I tried it, and that was the grossest thing I've ever had in my entire life. But that like some of the really traditional like Swedish, I liked a lot of the traditional German food, like a lot. Like it gets too much hate. Is all I'm
Okay,
gonna say.
traditional German food is better than a lot of other cuisines. Let's make one thing clear. You were there during not only the summer, food is better in the summer. That's just a fact. Restaurants bring out better dishes for the summer.
Jack has not
Food
seen
is better
the
in the
sun
summer.
in 6 weeks.
I saw the sun for the first time yesterday in literally 6 weeks. You were there at the food festival during the best time to see food.
You know, that's actually fair.
George, European grocery store quality food, as well as restaurant quality food, is way, way, way lower than pretty much every other spot. Yeah.
Dude, I went to some fire restaurants.
Dude, just because you went to some fire restaurants doesn't mean that it is a shared experience. There's great restaurants everywhere, and you maybe just found them. I promise you, I've been here for a pretty long time now. I have not been anywhere in Europe where I was like, damn, this food is better than back home. And the one that got close was German food.
Yeah, German food's good.
Oh, are you talking about like European specific food too? I thought you were talking about restaurants in Europe in general.
I would say that too. They're not as good.
Oh, dude, Copenhagen's like the food capital of the world.
Dude, you went to the food capital of the world.
Yes, and that's
my
in Northern
point.
Europe. Exactly.
You went to the food capital of the world.
I had
that does not represent
sausage.
everyone. That represents okay. So if you want to change your argument to, I went to Copenhagen and it was great food. I haven't been, so I couldn't say.
No. I'm saying it's not as bad as it is. Like I had traditional.
You could also
Danish
just
food.
be in a bad spot. I mean, cuisine wise, like
No, because I've been
France is
I've
known for
been
great-
I've been I've been to a lot of
That's-
places. None of them. I've had great meals. I wasn't ever like, this is way better than what we get at home.
Like,
What?
Everywhere I've gone, I've been pretty much
like-
like, this is pretty much what I thought it would be.
like at home, as in like
I did
come
not
home,
get
or,
that
like,
experience
BC?
No,
all.
like in the United States.
Because
But George, you're here for a week.
I was there. I was there for
2
3.5
weeks.
Because I then traveled around for like 11 days, and I was there for 11 days. So I was there for like 3 weeks.
3 weeks.
And okay,
I just think
maybe
you
we've
eat
just
red
had completely
food, and that's
opposite
why.
decisions. Like I thought the food quality was way better in Europe.
But like you weren't shopping in the grocery store.
No, but I had meals made from the grocery store.
Yeah, but you're not doing
It's-
it. It's not better. I promise you it's not better. Grocery stores here suck. Suck. They don't know how to do grocery stores here.
I don't
George,
know.
you gotta trust me here.
Okay, but here's my last point. How do you feel after eating food made in Europe? Better or worse than in the US?
My stomach was off for the first 3 weeks that I was here after every like
What?
homemade meal.
Dude, it was the
Yeah.
first time in my life I was not living with like constipation problems. If that's TMI, I just put that out on the
Damn,
internet.
airing it out on the show. I just don't. I
Yeah.
don't. I think what really like. I think you got really great food when you were here.
Yeah.
Because you can find great food anywhere, but you're talking about the entirety, and I just don't think that's true. I think
Okay.
everyone here, every single person that I'm with, is like, man, the food here sucks.
Fair enough.
Maybe I didn't get a fair experience of it, and I can agree with that.
And also, if you found good restaurants, please slide those my way. I would love to go.
Dude, the food festival I went to in Amsterdam was like I just hopped off the train and then I just had like Caribbean barbecue and it was unreal. I also hadn't eaten all day, but like I ate like 24 spare ribs, which is maybe an unhealthy amount, but
How much Caribbean barbecue have you had?
in my life,
Yeah.
like maybe once or twice. And it wasn't just like it's like back in Dallas. Because there's like a lot of fusion barbecue restaurants that do like jerk chicken, but like deeper than jerk chicken. It was like I don't know.
So
I don't
here's
know
the
how to
thing. Here's the
describe
thing about you, George, and I do envy it. You just have a lust for life, and you love everything.
it.
And
Yeah,
I wish I
kinda love
wasn't a
everything.
hater about
and
stuff
on
like
the
that.
contrary, Jack just
I
has
wish I
a
wasn't a
hate
hater
for
about
life.
stuff like that, but I am a pure blood hater.
Fair enough.
That's
Fair
why
enough.
we balance each other out. I think
Yeah,
it would be
We do, yeah. We are a bit of hot and cold.
Perfect.
Whereas Alex and I get together, and it's like a thundercloud over our heads. I'm the optimist out of the two of us too. I love hating.
Yeah, it's a bad
Anyways,
way.
this
We're in
might
a
be the
bad-
longest episode we've ever had.
Probably is.
Dude,
yeah.
I've had so
pretty
much
on
fun.
2 hours here. Yeah, me too. I'm down to do this again next week.
Same.
Leave a comment on this video if you've made it this far. God bless you. Seriously, you're doing wonders
Yeah,
for the
bro.
algorithm.
Yeah, 100%.
What you want to see us talk hot takes about next week. We'll be back with more masculine urges, and I think next week we're really going to be scraping for stuff to talk about. But until that point, this has been the Corner Office, and I'm Jack Byrne.
I'm Alex Penders.
And I'm George Schnender.
Corner 3.
23. Like that little napkin toss.
Yeah.